The fateful hour strikes. Humanity's destiny rests on our shoulders as the final countdown begins. Amidst the crowd, I glow. 4. I've regressed once more to the moment before this hell began. I previously reached the 20th floor. Now, a system message flashes. My 100th and final life begins. This is my last chance at salvation. To survive the end, I need 4 specialized pawns by my side. My eyes scan for candidates. Rewinding slightly, we see a pack of delinquents celebrating their new freedom. Finally, adults, they cheer. No more hiding from the law or using those fake IDs. The future looks bright for these thugs. What's the plan? Maybe I'll just deliver food for cash. Yaman, their leader, scoffs. Me, I'm joining the underworld. I'm going to be a legendary gangster. His friends gasp in disbelief. Are you insane? One mistake and your life is over, man. Yaman just smirks with arrogance. You only live once. I'll live exactly how I damn well please. They laugh nervously at his madness. Stay away from this guy. What about that loser you always torment? That pathetic punching bag, Yaman sneers. Just because we graduated doesn't mean his suffering ends. His friends chuckle at the cruelty. I almost feel bad for him. He probably thought he was free. You're a demon, Yaman. Yaman's eyes flash with malice. He doesn't get to decide when I'm done. I'll break his spirit whenever I want. Suddenly, a friend points. Wait, isn't that the loser right there? The protagonist stands tall, unmoving. High above, the announcer screams. The moment is here. 5 seconds remaining. The future mobster spots his prey. Look at my favorite toy, he growls as the timer ticks down. 5, 4. Suddenly, a divine blue aura erupts from the protagonist's body. 3, 2. Yaman freezes as the boy he once bullied stares back with chilling indifference. Why is this freak so calm? Yaman feels an icy shiver. Something about the loser has fundamentally changed. The clock strikes midnight. Yaman's irritation flares. Has he lost his mind? Why is he glaring? Forget him for now, his friend urges. It's New Year's. We have forever to make his life hell. Yaman spits on the ground. Fine, I'll let the bug live today. They toast to their supposed bright future. Suddenly, a chilling voice echoes. How amusing. Humans celebrating while completely oblivious to their impending doom. Yaman spins around, confused. Who said that? His friends look just as baffled. No one spoke. Then the sky splits open. A majestic angel descends, looking down at the masses with utter contempt. You look like monkeys in a cage, she mocks. A pathetic spectacle of shock and misplaced hope. The crowd is mesmerized by her beauty. Is this a New Year's prank? Look at how gorgeous she is. I stare up at her with hatred. After 99 deaths, that arrogant face still makes my blood boil. Pathetic worms, the angel sneers. Don't dare approach me. I have no interest in filth like you. I assume you can hear me. A man shouts back. What's with the cosplay? Who are you calling a worm? I close my eyes, knowing the outcome. The angel's madness is about to paint the streets red. She glances at the man with disgust. Irritating. With a snap, his head vanishes in a bloody mist. Total chaos erupts instantly. People scream and flee. What kind of nightmare is this? Yaman yells. How dare a lower life form address me? The angel's voice booms. Humans have no right to question divinity. Unless you wish to join your friend as a headless corpse. Now, listen to your betters. You must be terribly confused. She smiles mockingly. How could such useless creatures comprehend this reality? I'll explain this simply so your tiny brains can grasp it. I sigh, bored by the repetition. Here comes the same speech for the 100th time. The angel continues her decree. The game begins now. Every month, for 20 rounds, your souls will be pulled into a deadly dimension to play. Your objective is simple. Survive the mission. Success means returning home with rewards beyond your dreams. A survivor whispers with hope, so we just have to finish the missions, then she'll let us live. The angel's grin widens. Some of you think survival is guaranteed. You couldn't be more wrong. Even if you complete the mission, only half of you will be spared. The rest will be discarded. The crowd falls into a deathly silence. The true horror of the game has finally begun to sink in. The cosmic harvest begins. Humans aged 15 to 29 are ruthlessly snatched from Earth. Our protagonist, a veteran of 100 hellish cycles, sighs. This nightmare never truly ends. The elderly celebrate their safety, while the youth tremble. Envy turns into a violent confrontation. Fear is a poison. In this game, hesitation is the fastest route to permanent erasure. Look at the blood, he warns. The Angel's Twisted tutorial is finally ready to commence. 1.8 billion souls are gathered. The explanation ends, and the massacre begins. Cast into the dark void, the Angel's voice echoes. You are now between two worlds. Evolution starts here. Customize your spiritual body, for it is your only true weapon. He chooses the familiar shadow. The legendary 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 is reborn for the final hunt. Appearing in a desolate field, he looks flawless. A century of pain crafted this perfection. This form has been his mask since the 12th attempt. The other players finally materialize. The newcomers focus on vanity, crafting beautiful shells. They have no idea what's coming. Beauty is a death sentence here. In survival, standing out makes you an easy target. This is the law of the jungle. Die here, and your soul vanishes into nothingness. Time is running out. He spots Yaman, the muscle-bound fool who never learns his lesson. The angel descends again, savoring the scent of terror. Her smile is pure, divine malice. Billions of lives are mere statistics to her. She craves the sight of human despair. Skepticism fills the air. How can so many fit in this small, cramped space? The angel sneers at their ignorance. You are but one of many sacrificial planes. Focus on your own survival first. It is time to check your pathetic status. The system window flickers to life. 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 reveals his hidden, broken potential. Level 1 with no class, yet he holds 333 mysterious status points. A silent sigh escapes him. The angel mocks their collective fragility and mortal weakness. Only those who conquer 20 rounds earn freedom. The ultimate prize lies at the end. A single wish granted. To the desperate, it sounds like a miracle from heaven. Open your inventory, she commands. A starting gift lies waiting for the chosen few. A random rune fragment appears, the only weapon for a lowly level 1 player. Use it now or die regretful. Luck will decide who lives and who rots. Runes are etched into souls. Some cheer, while others taste the bitterness of failure. Fate is a cruel mistress. Content yourselves with the scraps you have been given. The registration is complete. Now, let the bloody spectacle begin for the angel's amusement. The mission flashes red. Kill 100 goblins or face immediate, absolute erasure. Half of the billion must perish. The statistics of death are cold and calculated. 10,000 players, 5,000 deaths required. Only the ruthless will see tomorrow's sun. The first monster screeches. Some fools still think this is just a virtual simulation. They joke about tech tests, oblivious to the slaughter about to stain the ground. Don't get ahead of yourselves, the angel whispers. The sky erupts in golden light. 50,000 goblins descend. The laughter turns into screams of pure, unadulterated agony. 10,000 humans against an endless tide. The battle for existence has officially begun. The crowd freezes in terror. The stench of death is finally becoming terrifyingly real. Amidst the panic, one man walks forward. Barehanded, he faces the green, snarling menace. Bystanders gape in shock. Is he suicidal? No, he is a predator finally hunting. A single, devastating kick shatters a skull. First impressions are everything in this hell. He claims his first weapon from the corpse. The real game starts right now. Strength is the only language here. It is time to catch the angel's eye. He steals a glance at the laughing angel. To catch her eye, I need a true spectacle. 2 more goblins lunge from the shadows. If a simple kick was that deadly, his blade will be a nightmare. He carves through them like paper, showing zero mercy. The crowd gasps in disbelief. Is he a super soldier? Who is this monster? His presence is absolutely overwhelming to everyone watching. 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚, Even his name commands respect. Some fools think these goblins are just low-level fodder from some easy mobile game. They believe teamwork can conquer anything, but reality is about to hit them like a freight train. Survival won't be that easy. Suddenly, a scream pierces the air. The first casualty falls, and pure, unadulterated terror shatters their fragile hope. Total chaos erupts. While the mob panics, our hero reaps souls with cold efficiency. He knows this isn't a game anymore, it's a brutal slaughterhouse. In this hellscape, no one is thinking about high scores. Only one primal thought remains in their desperate minds: survival. Instinct will override reason. They will run, desperate to escape the nightmare, just like I did during my very first life. Back then, I was a coward. Only after my second death did I realize there is no exit from this bloody theater. A girl hits an invisible wall, the boundary of fate. The realization sinks in. There is no running, there is only fighting. Modern humans are soft. Slaying a single goblin is a mountain for them, but to survive, they must all become predators. The massacre continues. Blood paints the floor as the angel grins. To her, this is nothing more than primetime entertainment. Watching these insects struggle is hilarious. She mocks. Even the weakest prey can bite when they are cornered and truly desperate. But her eyes lock onto one man, 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚, a human with a hidden ranking of 70 out of 100. The system is acting strange, withholding his data. Why hide the details of a mere player? This technical mediocrity is insulting. Being a guide for these pathetic creatures is a chore, yet this one human is actually starting to make things interesting. With a swift execution, another goblin falls. You have slain the enemy. Experience flows in, fueling his rapid, legendary ascent. 4% gained, 10 gold acquired. Level up, 75% of the slaughter is complete. An arrow suddenly whistles past. 5 more enemies close in. He dances through their blades, striking vitals with surgical precision. 1 blow, 1 kill, total dominance. He spins his dagger, a whirlwind of steel. The last goblin freezes, paralyzed by the sheer killing intent radiating from him. Without a shred of hesitation, he ends its life. He glares at the remaining monsters. Who else wants to be next? The goblins tremble, trying to vanish into the shadows. He exhales, finally finding a brief moment of silence amidst the carnage. Time to check the spoils. 6 status points gained at level 4. His growth is explosive, far surpassing any normal player. He pours everything into dexterity. It's not just about dodging, it's about becoming a lethal blur of death on the battlefield. In this world, speed is king. Dexterity is the ultimate stat for a lone wolf seeking to break the broken system. The angel is surely watching now. The stage is set. It is time to bring this first act to a bloody conclusion. He hurls the spinning dagger, burying it deep in a monster's skull. Come on, do not tell me you are cowards. The goblins are frozen in terror. Fine. If you will not come to me, then I will bring the abyss to you. In a flash of speed, he vanishes. Before they can blink, he is behind them, his knife ready to claim their lives. He moves like a ghost through their ranks. Level up. 100 goblins purged. The mission is finally and officially complete. A golden light envelops his body. Round 1. Cleared. He barely even broke a sweat while painting the entire arena red. The massacre was not just for points. It was a message for the angel. Then, the system's voice echoes like thunder. Mission complete. You are the first in the region. But that is not all. A global announcement shakes the very air. 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 has conquered the entire world region first. He smirks. Number 1. Exactly where a true regressor belongs. Being first is not just about pride. It's about the overwhelming rewards that come with being the absolute best player. The system bestows its gifts. For the regional win, a rare weapon ticket, but for the global triumph, something truly legendary. A special reward and a selection chest. The ultimate prize for the one who defied all odds in this digital hell. The selection chest is the true treasure. But first, let us see what this regional weapon ticket has to offer. Sword, stiletto, or spear. A meager choice for a future god, but a necessary step for his current, rapid ascension. Confidence radiates from him. Getting high-tier gear this early is a massive advantage. He chooses the lethal path of the assassin. The rare stiletto, 15 attack power plus a dexterity boost, the perfect fang for a predator currently in the making. He tosses his old, blood-stained blade aside. The special chest can wait. He has a more mysterious prize to examine. He looks at the title he earned. In 99 previous lives, this never happened. Fate is finally beginning to warp. He crushes the rune fragment. Congratulations! You have obtained the fragment of time. The gears of destiny begin to turn. The time reversal rune begins etching its power directly into his very essence. Its unique nature causes a glitch, yet he smiles. This was the only possible result. Endless regressions flashed by. Then, a sudden notification rings out across his vision. You are the 100th traveler. The legendary title, Last Traveler, has finally awakened. In this world, titles reign supreme over runes. This secret achievement is absolute. Condition met, survive 100 lives. Effect, defy death's cold grip for 60 seconds. Rise as a phantom, then resurrect with absolute vitality. A single chance at godhood. Once used, it vanishes, but titles possess a weight far beyond any mere rune. Even elite priests only heal 30%. This power, it offers a total restoration. Back to peak form. This is the ultimate hidden trump card I needed. He cloaks his stats in shadows. Nearby, the desperate survivors finish their bloody tasks. The carnage is ending. He watches as the others finally crawl toward completion. How dull, the angel yawns. Below her, the weak are culled like livestock. Only a few survivors remain. My bad, she smirks, ready for round 2. Wailing fills the air as bodies dissolve. Suddenly, a fresh tide of monsters emerges. 50,000 new goblins. The angel laughs as chaos blooms once again. Kill or be killed. The humans sharpen their resolve for the next slaughter. Blades flash through flesh. Over 1,000 have already claimed their victory. A coward betrays his comrade for safety. 2,000 survivors now stand tall. From his sanctuary, our hero observes the madness. A broken man claws at the barrier. 3,000 finished. The angel glows with sadistic delight as he watches her. Finally, 5,000 remain. The rest their time has officially run out. Where are the monsters? They cry. I warned you, the angel sneers coldly. The quota is met. Now, you failures must be erased from existence. They beg for mercy, just one more kill. She only responds with a chilling grin. Celebrate your survival. You've survived the first circle of this living hell. Next time, try harder. But first, let's see who truly dominated the field. The scoreboard ignites. In first place, our hero with a record 10-minute clear. He towers over legends and fools alike, the undisputed king of the rankings. Total dominance earned him 1,000 gold. Every eye is fixed on him now. So they know, the angel's eyes widen. The global ranker is right here. Black Scythe, she murmurs. How does a mere human possess such monstrous power? She tries to pry into his soul, but finds only a wall of silence. You dare block me, she huffs. I'm just playing along for now, mortal. He scoffs at her bluff. Hey, angel, I have a small request for you. A request, this measly first-place reward. Isn't it a bit lackluster? The crowd trembles in fear. Is he insane? He's mocking a divine executioner. Give me something worth my time. The angel's voice drops to a lethal whisper. He doesn't flinch. The reward was trash. Hand over something better now. Audacity. This insect thinks his minor victory gives him the right to negotiate. He killed a few goblins and thinks he's a god. How pathetic and arrogant. She yearns to crush him, but her instant kill authority is currently on cooldown. I can't delete him yet, but I have other ways to break him. A better prize, she purrs. Normally I'd execute you, but I'm intrigued. Let's talk in private, shall we? The spectators gasp as she isolates him. Unbelievable. Is she really granting that lunatic a better reward? He actually manipulated a divine being. Should I have complained too? My reward was trash, but I guess rank 1 gets special treatment. How great is this secret prize if we're all forced to wait? Jealousy burned through the crowd. Our hero ignored them, walking into the dark woods. The angel's arrogance was suffocatingly thick. "Stay close, human. Do you expect me to chase you?" she barked. He responded with cold sarcasm. "Greedy insect," she hissed. To her, humans were just pathetic creatures who only understood raw fear. Secretly, she seethed. Altering a system-assigned reward was impossible, even for a celestial guide like her. She planned a grim end for this insect. Once they crossed the rocks, his life was forfeit. A sinister smile crossed her face. Beyond that stone lay the execution of this greedy little pest. Killing the top player was risky. If the higher-ups found out, she would face divine punishment. A scandal could ruin the entire game's balance. She needed a place where no one could watch. "Silence would have saved you, fool," she whispered. In this secluded clearing, no one could help him. Feigning kindness, she asked what reward he craved. His answer, a devastating punch straight to her face. The angel staggered, her divine composure shattered. A mere mortal had dared to strike a goddess. Before she could recover, he vanished. Reappearing behind her, he gripped her wing with murderous intent. Ripping the feathers from her back, he growled, "No escape now. Stop crying and face your end." Pain flared through her soul. He mocked her, knowing she would have tortured him exactly the same. He laughed like a demon. Terrified, she realized this man wasn't just a player, he was a monster. "You were going to stab me with that hidden wing dagger, right?" He knew every single move. She tried to lie, but his eyes pierced her soul. He saw through every celestial deception easily. "I see it on your face, Burial." The angel froze. How did a human know her name? He brandished a weapon, taunting her. Her fear quickly turned into a desperate, screeching rage. "I will erase you," she threatened. He just laughed, reminding her she had lost her authority. Realizing her predicament, she trembled. "My allies will never let you survive this," she screamed out. He chuckled. "Angels are selfish monsters. They won't lift a finger to save a failing tool." Begging for mercy, she offered anything to stop him, but the protagonist's eyes remained cold as ice. "I have everything to gain from your death," he stated. She couldn't comprehend the horror awaiting her. "Kill me and you'll never return home," she warned. He simply corrected her with chilling system knowledge. Desperate, she offered forbidden secrets. He countered coldly. If he wanted info, he would use torture. He knew their ecosystem, their purpose, and their lies. To him, she was just a pathetic piece. The guide's facade crumbled completely. She was no longer a goddess, just prey for a predator. Without a shred of hesitation, he plunged his blade through her heart. The divine being fell defeated. An angel has perished. The system announced the birth of the world's very first angel slayer. He claimed the rare angel's blood. "Exactly as planned," he muttered, his first victory finally secured. The slaughter rune etched itself into his soul. He moved with the cold grace of a regressor. Against sacred foes, his power would now double. This was the fruit of 13 agonizing lives. He remembered this prize from his 13th regression. Only the swiftest killer could ever claim it. The slaughter rune granted a massive power boost. Each kill fueled his unstoppable rise to the peak. These legendary rewards were equivalent to divine artifacts. Other angels would tremble if they saw this. But the true prize wasn't just the rune. He had killed her for something far more valuable. Angel's blood, a unique rank item. It was the forbidden key to unlocking the legendary Reaper class. Available only to the first Slayer above level 10. This was his path to absolute dominance. While others settled for basic classes, he aimed higher. 30 standard paths existed, but he chose godhood. Normally, class items are common drops, but the Reaper required a sacrifice written in divine blood. To reach the pinnacle, he needed an exception, a secret hidden from every other pathetic player. A legendary hidden class granted to a sole survivor, the pinnacle of power. Its potential dwarfs regular classes, boosting every stat to godhood. Absolutely broken. Time to claim my prize for dominating every region on Earth. The reward awaits. 3 divine options appear: a massive experience boost or forbidden treasures. 2,000 gold or secret intel, but the path is clear. Leveling is everything. My only goal is level 10. Reaching the class advancement is the first step. The triple experience buff is the ultimate game changer. I choose power. This is my final regression. I will reach the peak at any cost. The nightmare ends, reality begins. The New Year's bell rings over fallen bodies. What happened to us? The gangster wakes in a daze, searching for answers. People clutch their heads in pain. Was it just a strange dream? The clock doesn't lie. 5:20 in the morning. The same time has passed in both worlds. Did you pass out too? Confusion spreads through the crowd like a cold plague. Everyone collapsed at once. A collective hallucination or a deadly reality. The goblins were real. Dread sinks into their souls. The game has started. The next round is coming, but some will never wake. Silence fills the air. A body lies cold and still. No breath, no heartbeat, just a hollow shell. He's really dead. Terror strikes the survivors as the truth settles. Only half of them survived. Is this the new world? A massacre disguised. The predator sneers at the weak. Rich or poor, death is equal. His eyes are cold. Fate doesn't care about your status. Survival is the only law in this new era. Stay calm, you useless trash. The strong will thrive while the weak perish. It's not fair. Despair screams from the losers who couldn't even fight. Fairness is a lie. In this world, only results matter in the end. What a crazy bastard. His friends recoil in horror from his chilling logic. They lament their lost lives, and the dreams now shattered by this cruel game. Where is that pathetic slave? The gangster looks for his prey, searching for the weakling. He probably died first. A loser like him couldn't possibly survive. Weaklings are just fodder. But then, a metallic sound echoes through the plaza. A figure emerges in steel, clad in heavy battle armor. Who is that guy? Status windows flicker to life. Reality has officially synced with the hellish system. Testing his newfound strength, he crushes stone with ease. True power has awakened. News reports explode with chaos. 10,000 people fainted in a single moment. Footage of the angel surfaces. Panic grips the entire nation as the truth breaks. Death came in an instant. A divine being raised her hand, and the world stopped. Only those aged 15 to 29. A specific harvest of souls for a twisted game. The internet calls it a hoax. Computer graphics, they claim. They are blissfully ignorant. This is just the prologue. The protagonist watches the chaos with steady, knowing eyes. The media focuses on death, while the real threat grows in the shadows. Players are becoming living weapons, transcendent entities walking among the sheep. No modern army can stop them. Uncontrollable and godlike, the world is defenseless. I can't just watch. Humanity will face extinction before the 20th round. Chaos is the only future, unless someone seizes control with absolute, crushing force. I will become the ruler, a king with overwhelming power to rewrite our destiny. My previous failures end here. The broken king has returned to claim his throne. The system interface flickers. To breach the final boss, 5 warriors are required. My recruitment list is already prepared. I have the perfect strategy to enlist them, but the gears of fate aren't ready to turn just yet. A more pressing matter demands my attention. Entering our cramped home, I find my little brother alone again. Cheap noodles remain his only meal. Seeing him sleep peacefully, I realize how much I have to protect. Ruwan is entering his senior year. Ever since our world shattered, he is all I have left. Our ordinary lives ended with a tragic accident. Overnight, the burden of survival fell solely on my shoulders. Becoming his guardian was a heavy mantle. I touched the bandage on his hand, my heart tightening with resolve. I flipped the switch, waking him. 6 a.m. usually means rest, but today every second is a battle. No time for dreams. Get dressed, Ruwan. We must move before the world descends into utter madness. Forget the sunrise. The era of peace is over. Chaos is coming, and I will not lose you again. The New Year's celebration. That was the old reality. I tell him simply to prepare for the impossible. We walk through the eerily quiet city. Ruwon watches me, sensing the heavy aura of my new resolve. He is baffled by my sudden transformation. Little does he know, I have already lived through this hell. The world is fracturing. His voice trembles with fear, unable to grasp the magnitude of the coming storm. While you slept, the heavens changed. Check the news, the heralds of the end have finally descended. An angel appearing, kidnapping souls. The headlines confirm his worst nightmares, but the truth is even more brutal. Souls were harvested, including mine. Only by slaying 100 monsters did I claw my way back home. To return, I became a butcher of goblins. He stares in shock, searching my body for wounds I've hidden. My pain is a small price, but memories of our parents' funeral remind me why I must never fail. Ruwon is my only anchor in this life. To protect him, I must transcend the limits of a loser. Mental fortitude isn't enough. I needed the power to rewrite our tragic destiny with blood and broken steel. He still sees the old, weak me. He doesn't realize that my soul has been tempered in regression's fire. I have a status window now. Just like a game, my limits are meant to be utterly shattered. My old physical weakness is gone. I am no longer the helpless brother who could only watch you suffer. Soon, you will witness the true extent of my power. No one will ever call me weak again. Follow me into the shadows. He hesitates, demanding to know our destination before taking another step into danger. I look at his bandaged hand, the proof of his suffering. My eyes cold, I prepare for retribution. We are going to find Bang Tigu. It is time that delinquent pays for every scar he gave you. I know everything about your torment. Did you really think your big brother was blind to your pain? Ruwon's heart sinks. He tried so hard to hide his misery, not wanting to burden my already broken life. I apologize for my past ignorance. In my first life, I discovered the truth when it was far too late. In round 1, I was a failure. While I rested back then, my brother walked into a living nightmare. That fated day, the phone rang. A voice from the hospital shattered the last remnants of my sanity. Ruwon lost his sight that day. Because I was a pathetic loser, my brother's light was extinguished forever. Never again. I will tear this world apart before history repeats itself. The hunt begins in this warehouse. In a dark warehouse, the trash is at work. Tigu sneers, demanding tribute from his terrified, bruised victims. 200,000 won each. His fists fly, punishing their silence with the casual cruelty of a monster. Tigu is a demon in human skin. Even senior students tremble, knowing better than to cross his path. Survival means staying away from Tigu. But for him, other people are just ATMs for his petty desires. His dream motorcycle is delayed, and his rage boils over at the useless idiots bleeding on the floor. He needs cash fast. His lackeys scramble to find a new target to satisfy his bottomless, greedy soul. Then a name surfaces, that one slave who never fights back, the perfect prey for a New Year's beating. Ruwon, that curly-haired loser. Tigu smirks, already imagining the sound of the boy's spirit breaking once again. I'll rob him blind to celebrate the new year. It will be the ultimate entertainment to crush him completely. But he hesitates. That beggar Ruwon has nothing left. Is he even worth the effort of a final beating? This house is a total dump. His friend sneers, seriously, man. Tew scoffs, yeah, that loser is all alone. He has no family, only a brother. Tew's friend notices his uneasy look and asks what is wrong. Tew glares at Ruwon's brother, asking, "What is that?" Suddenly, the main character and his brother appear. Tew smirks, "Speak of the devil. No, not a devil, just a damn nuisance." He insults Ruwon immediately. Ruwon apologizes quickly, holding his brother back. Tew snarls, "Who is this bastard? His face pisses me off." He notices the girl nearby. "Who is this? Did you bring a slave because you cannot handle being alone?" Ruwon is paralyzed with terror, unable to speak. The main character steps in to protect his older brother. Two scoffs, older brother, look at this idiot. He mocks them, claiming the main character has gone entitled. You are in big trouble today. Two signals his lackeys. Go get them, take both of those losers down. The thugs walk forward, laughing. The world has gone crazy if this punk thinks he can actually fight. They taunt Ryuen, asking if his brother is good. One thug steps up, mocking the main character's height. Are you really going to fight, girly? Suddenly, a punch explodes on his face, dropping him like a rock. The others gasp. What happened? Another wonders if he dodged, before a strike sends him flying through the air. This guy has serious guts. Another rushes in, but the main character dodges effortlessly, landing devastating counterpunches. Everyone ends up trembling on the ground. Two fumes, useless idiots, so you learned a little boxing, huh? He sneers at the main character. You think you are special because you know some moves. Listen, kid. Physicality is everything in a real fight. The main character remains calm, asking if he follows the news. Tu snaps back. What news, you idiot? He swings, but the main character dodges every single desperate strike. Tu grows dizzy as he misses repeatedly. What is going on? Why can I not land one hit? The main character quips. If you read the news, you would not mess with a player like me. A brutal punch dislocates Tu's jaw. He stumbles backward, his smug face twisting into a mask of agony. The main character lands another heavy blow for balance. Man, you never stood a single chance against me. Tu spits out a tooth, his eyes bloodshot. I will destroy you, just die already. He charges again. The main character grabs his wrist, landing two lightning-fast blows to his head. Tu is completely dazed. Damn it, why is he only hitting my face? Tu tries one last desperate charge for a hit. The main character dodges again, smashing a final punch into his mouth that sends him flying backward. Bang! Does it hurt Tu? After countless regressions, I will never forget that hell. I will stop it. He walks toward the panicked bully. Tu begs for mercy, but the main character's eyes are cold as ice. He grabs Tu's hand. You should have never messed with my little brother. A sickening crack echoes out. He snaps all 5 of Tu's fingers instantly. Now, let us move on to the other hand. Tu screams in agony as he is taken down. His lackeys are already running away in absolute desperation. Even Ryuen is shaken by the sight. The main character speaks coldly. Mess with him again and die. Tu sobs. I know I will never touch him again. The main character smiles. I need to be sure. Since hearts can change, he ensures the lesson sticks. Bones continue breaking as the scene finally shifts away. Walking home, Ryuen asks nervously, Brother, how did you do that? Did you learn some martial arts? The main character smiles. I told you not to worry. Players can use their skills in real life. He explains by summoning the dagger he received from the other world, shocking his younger brother completely. A knife out of nowhere. You can summon weapons. He explains his speed was due to a similar power. I dodge their punches easily because my dexterity is now 11. Ryuen is amazed by the stat reveal. A normal human has 3 points, while pro athletes have 10. Ryuen asks what happens at higher levels. The main character lies. I do not know yet. He cannot reveal he is a secret time traveler. In his 21st regression, revealing everything led to Ryuen being kidnapped by another powerful rival player. He seeks revenge, but mostly wants to prevent that humiliation. He must be prepared for the future battles. To protect his brother from other players, he must stay strong. For now, he suggests grabbing some breakfast. To survive the coming bloodbath of player wars, he simply shrugs. Hungry? Let's go find some breakfast first. Still hungry, the two arrive, but his brother is confused. Where are you going? The noodles are here. Just wait, he replies. He swipes his card. Every single cent he's ever saved is on the line. 133,134 won. Over 5,000 won. He tells him to eat up. Are we really eating instant noodles for New Year's? We'll run out of money, the brother worries. Don't worry, just pick whatever you want. Fine, then I want this pork belly. Soon, he promises, they'll be eating at elite steakhouses. Expensive meat, his brother scoffs. This is already a feast for someone like me. Just wait a few days, brother. I'll buy you so much food you'll grow sick of it. The younger brother eats happily. The protagonist smiles, then stands up. Hey, where are you going? Wait here. He heads to the counter. Brother is shocked. You spent our last money on that. He buys a stack of lottery tickets. Finally, a regressor who knows how to start. We're going to win, he claims, but his brother is furious. All our money for paper. 20 tickets, 100,000 won. What if we lose everything? Just watch, brother is baffled. Wait, why are you picking the same numbers every time? Because these are the winning numbers. The draw begins. Let's start today's lucky draw. His brother is panicking. We're doomed. We should have just bought real food. Stop biting your nails. The first lucky number is revealed. It's number 3. Next is 18, 9, and 38. They're all there. His brother stares in shock. This is insane. We hit the jackpot. Pinch me. The protagonist just scoffs. Pinch yourself. Is this a dream? He asks. No, and you don't want it to be. This is reality. We really came in first place. His brother explodes with joy. Keep your voice down. The neighbors shouldn't hear. Brother is confused. Why aren't you more excited than this? I'm happy. I just remember being like you, the very first time I won. Back then, he screamed with joy. But after dozens of regressions, it's just a chore. He must amass wealth quickly. 900 million are dead, and the world is collapsing. In the coming chaos, cash will be the only way for players to trade. His brother is still reeling. All 100 entries won first place. How much is that? I have no idea, he lies, but he knows it's enough to shake the entire world. A fortune beyond imagination. He arrives at the lottery office, perfectly calm. He's claimed this prize so many times, the thrill is gone. He approaches the clerk. I'm here for the first place prize. The clerk smiles. Congratulations, sir. You look like a student. Where did you buy these? The QS24 in Manhwa. The clerk freezes. She heard rumors. 115 winners were announced today. 115. That's crazy. But 100 of them came from a single store. If that person shows up, call the president immediately. They are a super VIP. The protagonist clears his throat, interrupting her shock. Excuse me, the clerk jumps. Please wait one moment. Soon, the bank president himself rushes out to meet him. I'm the president of 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 Bank. He stares at the boy. You're the winner. Congratulations on first place. Thank you. Let's move somewhere more private. He's led to the VIP room. The secretary whispers, Who is that? The president's son. He's our most important guest. Make sure he's comfortable, the president commands. Is he the one with the 100 tickets? She thinks, her heart racing. The president leaves them. Stay calm, she tells herself. Would you like a drink? He politely declines. She gets straight to business. Did you bring the tickets, sir? He hands over 20 tickets, each filled with 5 identical winning lines. She gasped internally. 100 tickets, all identical. Was this mysterious man a prophet of fate? Moments later, the verdict was in. 100 first-place strikes. Our hero had achieved the impossible. My total, he asked. She trembled. 22 billion won, sir, before the heavy taxes are deducted. 15 billion won net. The former loser's life was now accelerating at a staggering, breakneck speed. With the fortune secured, I grabbed a luxury suite and dumped the rest into a Bitcoin tide. A 500% surge was imminent. Later, I greeted my brother at our new mountain-like sanctuary. How is it? I asked. He was beaming. It's a palace. I've never seen such legendary luxury. It looks way too pricey, he cried. I shrugged. Only the finest for an immediate relocation, brother. Why rent, though? He puzzled. With our new fortune, shouldn't we just buy the whole building? Cash is tight, I lied. Only 1 billion won left for rent. The rest is working hard. Every other one was riding on crypto. He looked horrified, but I just maintained a calm, knowing smile. Trust me, this isn't a gamble. It's a calculated strike. Plus, the lottery is my personal ATM. I had 4 more winning sequences burned into my memory. My innocent brother stood frozen in shock. "A psychic brother," he whispered. Then doubt crept in. "Wait, are you certain those numbers are right?" "Don't forget them, please," he begged. I chuckled. "Relax, I've lived through this nightmare countless times already." Seeing them 1,000 times makes them impossible to forget. "Now, pack up. We're eating like kings." "Where to?" he asked. I smirked. "Surprise, we are moving out of this wretched dump right now." He'd only seen phone photos. He had no clue the grand relocation was happening this very second. Elsewhere, the thug shattered a concrete wall. His face twisted into a sadistic, power-drunk, predatory grin. "Maximum strength was the right choice. This room doubles my power. I'm a god," he roared out. He felt invincible, stronger than any pro. "Testing is over. It is time for a real slaughter." He slammed his fist against my old door. "Hey, loser, I know you're hiding in there, trash. Ignore my calls, will you? You dared to glare at me. I'll grind your bones to dust." He pounded harder. "Player or not, you're still trash. It's time for a very painful lesson, kid. Come out and face your end. Fine. If you won't crawl out, I'll force my way in." He pressed his ear to the wood. "One breath, and I'll bring this whole building down, bastard." "Excuse me, kid, why the ruckus?" a voice asked. The thug snapped. "Scram, you own this place." "Actually, I do," the man replied calmly. The gangster froze, his brain struggling to process the situation. "Oh, just visiting a friend," the thug lied poorly. "Could you unlock it for me, old pops?" He stopped answering. "See," the landlord sighed. "Poor boy, looks like your friend has abandoned you." "The room is vacant," he explained. "The tenant vanished today, didn't even leave a forwarding address behind." The thug roared in frustration. Meanwhile, at a towering glass skyscraper, my brother's jaw dropped in awe. "Look at this place. Revolving doors, high-tech security. It's like a fortress for the elite world." "Identity verified, sir. Welcome home." My brother looked like he'd seen a ghost from sheer, pure awe. "Real security guards. Brother, this is insane. Let's see the inside, hurry." We finally stepped in. He marveled at the space. "How big is this?" 330 square meters, I answered calmly. "That's massive for just 2 people," he exclaimed. I just smiled, enjoying his pure, unadulterated shock. "Money isn't an issue, we need space," he gulped. "So, what's the damage for this luxury lease?" 500 million deposit, 22 million monthly. My brother nearly fainted right there on the rug. 22 million. We were starving over 5,001 meals yesterday. This is complete madness, he protested loudly. "It's too much," he cried, but my gaze remained sharp. "Cost doesn't matter, only survival does now." I needed top-tier security, because on the 1st of every month, every player falls into deep slumber. It's the most dangerous window. You're vulnerable to disasters, accidents, or even cold-blooded rival player assassins. When we cross over to the other world, our physical bodies are helpless. We need a fortress. Fame in the game won't save a corpse. Here, only the thickest walls can ensure your survival. Real-world death is final now. Do you like this new sanctuary? The brother beams with pure joy. It's perfect, but guilt shadows his smile as he whispers a soft apology for all the hero's pain. Why fret over that hellish dimension? Do you fear the next round's bloodbath? I have everything under control. I was blind to your suffering while enjoying this peace. I'm so sorry, the younger brother laments deeply. A sharp slap cuts the gloom. Stop acting weak. Do you really think I'd fail the next trial? Forget the towers. Let's find some legendary Korean cuisine on the 2nd floor. The hero commands with authority. A notification blinks. An old enemy noticed the move. I'll ignore that trash for now. He's beneath me. I'll only face that jerk in the abyss. Morning comes, and the hero sees his brother sneaking out. Where are you heading? The brother smiles, carrying fresh rice cakes. I'm picking up our moving day gifts. Rice cakes. In countless previous lives, this never happened. The timeline is shifting in ways I never imagined. History is changing. This is a first. Why buy those now? the protagonist asks, eyeing the butterfly effect. We need to make a good impression on the neighbors since we just moved in, the brother explains. Not a bad strategy for a peaceful life. Wait, I'll go with you, the hero says, joining him. They ring the first bell. Who is it? Your new neighbors. We've come to offer a warm greeting. A woman opens the door. You two look like handsome brothers. They offer the warm, fresh rice cakes. They move house to house, spreading kindness and collecting gratitude until they reach the final, most elite unit. A child smiles at the treat. Only one door remains, the brother notes, checking the final floor number. Let's finish this quest and rest. The hero mutters, approaching the massive, double doors of the luxury penthouse. This place spans 2 entire floors, the 44th and 45th combined. The brother whispers in total awe. They must be super rich. Probably a top-tier celebrity or elite family, the brother marvels at the wealth. He presses the bell. Silence follows. Just as they turn to leave, the heavy security door swings open. It's the nation's sweetheart, actress Suin. Behind her looms a massive, stone-faced bodyguard with a cold gaze. She's like a literal angel. The guard steps forward. What do you want? Are you some obsessed fans? The hero crosses his arms, eyes cold. We're not fans. We're the neighbors from the floor directly downstairs. The brother offers the cakes. Want some? The guard sneers. She doesn't eat trashy street food like that. He shoves them aside, ushering Suin into the elevator. She glances back at the duo with curious eyes. What an arrogant jerk. The hero thinks, unfazed. I've dealt with far more dangerous monsters than this human. Did you see her? That was Suin, the brother gasps. Suin, who is that? The hero genuinely asks. Meanwhile, Suin reflects on the fallen stars. Famous actors are being eliminated as the world's tutorial turns deadly. A grim text arrives. Another star has passed away. The world is breaking and the agency is frantic. A top-tier celebrity was eliminated in round 1. If I didn't have my secret rune, I'd be dead. She realizes how thin the line is between life and death. Her success is just a fragile, gilded mask. Would I be famous without the company? Even this penthouse is just a cage funded by their dark secrets. What are you thinking about? The guard asks. Nothing, she lies, hiding the terror of the next round. Be honest with me. I'm your only shield. She wonders if she will survive the coming trial's bloodbath. I'm just wondering if I'll see tomorrow. The guard scoffs, radiating a strange, overwhelming confidence in his power. Don't worry. With me by your side, the next round is just a game. Just trust your protector. Who else can I trust? Initially, she was skeptical of this shadow, but now he's her only lifeline. He is the monster who slaughtered the goblins for her. Without him, she would have died in round 1. Remembering the blood and screams, she realizes he is the only reason she still breathes in this nightmare. I'll protect you no matter what. Thank you, she whispers, but her mind drifts to the warm cakes. Those rice cakes they brought, they looked so delicious and warm. A small, human desire flickers within her. You'll gain weight, the guard snaps. They were just being kind, she retorts. We were incredibly rude neighbors. They're just leeches looking for a handout. Give them an opening, and they'll never stop bothering a star. They didn't seem like bad people. She sensed a strange, hidden strength within that neighbor. That boy looks barely 15, yet he slaughtered 100 goblins effortlessly. Unbelievable, to survive that carnage and act like it was nothing. Was it really that hard? Only a brainless fool would fail that trial. My skills just fit that world, but I'm no black scythe. He made those monsters look pathetic. What does he do in reality? Luck won't save me again. I need a powerhouse like him to survive. Tuesday, January 31st, 11 a.m., the lucky loser returns to a changed world. Another lottery win, 15 billion won, just like that. Your 4th win. Even the bank president thinks this is a miracle. I told you before, the gods are sending me messages in my dreams. Bitcoin again. The total value has reached 150 billion. Brother, sell it. I'm terrified the market is going to crash. Not yet. Let's enjoy this final meal while we still can. Brother, promise me. You have to stay alive and come back home. Relax. You saw me handle those monsters, didn't you? Just go to sleep. When you wake up, I'll already be back. Round 2 begins. Back into the belly of the beast once more. Look at that stylish guy. He looks like he's on a vacation. The crowd parts. Most survivors recognize the aura of a true predator. A new angel descended. I'm a different guide from the previous one. Where's the other one? Oh, he had a little accident. He won't be appearing again. From now on, I'm your guide. The mission window flickered to life. A new trial had begun. Round 2, main mission. Elect a regional representative in 3 hours. A representative? I thought we were supposed to kill more monsters. Look at the survival numbers. Can everyone actually make it through? This round isn't about blood. It's about choosing a master. The representative gains absolute authority. They can force anyone to obey. One command from them, and you'll either crawl or die instantly. In 3 hours, you will vote. Choose your leader with this ticket. That's it, no fighting. We just vote and go home. A simple break between rounds. The survivors cheered for their easy life. I'm going to live. This is way easier than the first round. Now, start your discussions. The clock to destiny is ticking down. The crowd was ecstatic, but the gangster was fuming with pure rage. Calm down, boss. We get to survive without even fighting. I dumped everything into strength, and now I can't even use it. The protagonist watched coldly. He knew exactly how this would end. Everything is moving according to my memories. The greed, the runes, everything. They'll waste hours arguing over power, but that power is just bait. Main missions are a distraction. The hidden class reward, that is mine. Reach level 10 before time runs out. The real hunt starts now. A lone goblin appeared, one swift strike, and the kill was confirmed. First kill recorded. My secret 3 times buff is already taking effect. I need more blood. Time to find where the pack is hiding. Goblins swarm, eyes hungry for blood. Big mistake. They're about to be shredded into scrap. These monsters are just fodder. One heart pierced, another head severed. The slaughter is absolute. 50 kills down. 1 level until the awakening. Black Scythe, level 9. Power is finally within reach. Class change is imminent. A strength rune is tempting, but pure brawn is a death sentence here. One fatal blow ends it all. To survive this hell, a player must master 4 crucial attributes. Strength governs physical power, health, and ironclad defense. Intelligence sharpens magic, mental grit, and lightning-fast thought processing. Dexterity rules speed, while luck triggers critical strikes and uncovers legendary, hidden treasures. Dumping points into one stat is suicide. Balance is the only path for a reaper. Healing both mana and flesh requires harmony. For now, I'm pouring everything into dexterity. Shadows shift, footsteps. Someone is lurking behind me, watching my every move. Strange. In all my previous lives, no one ever dared to track me this early. Blade out. Show yourself or die. Choose your next words carefully if you value your soul. Out steps a familiar face. Could it be? It's the nation's darling, the actress. Sue Aaron. Why is a top-tier celebrity tailing a reaper in this godforsaken forest? Forgive the intrusion. Her bodyguard pleads, sensing the lethal aura radiating from my blade. 𝒁𝒐𝒔𝒆𝒕, that shield. He's the loyal hound of the notorious tycoon Ma Jeongrok. I need a shorter nickname for him. Jeongrok is the heir to a massive empire. Known as the Heavenly Demon, he's a monster I need to recruit for my future squad. To secure the Heavenly Demon, I'll need his destined healer. But why is 𝒁𝒐𝒔𝒆𝒕 here? Seeing the bodyguard with Aaron triggers a memory. A connection from my past lives resurfaces. Right, the Heavenly Demon sponsored celebrities to expand his influence, but the timeline is shifting. How long have you been stalking me? My voice is cold, cutting through their excuses. The future I knew is warping again. Aaron speaks, her voice trembling slightly with nerves. We followed you since the start. I saw your strength and couldn't look away. I'm sorry. Your motive? I demand. She wants to offer a partnership, recognizing my rank 1 status. Cooperation. I sneer. That word only matters when both sides have something to gain. She nods, hoping for a deal, but I have no use for dead weight. I walk this path alone. Don't waste my time with pathetic chatter. Get lost now. I don't do teams, especially with people who can't even keep up with my shadow. I turn my back, leaving them in the dust. The bodyguard's ego takes a massive hit. Who does he think he is? The man fumes, but Aaron suddenly collapses in terror. That pressure, it was suffocating, she gasps. Rank 1 isn't just a title, it's a warning. The bodyguard tries to rationalize it as nerves, but the sheer killing intent was very real. Arrogant bastards like him don't play well with others. He grunts, trying to salvage his pride. Disappointment lingers, but the forest is full of monsters that won't wait for her to recover. Let's hunt, she decides. If they can't join me, they'll have to survive on their own. They head out. Meanwhile, a confused goblin wonders where its next meal disappeared to. Surprise! I reappear from the void, my blade claiming another soul before it can blink. Cooperation is a luxury for the weak. I have a throne to claim and no time. 60 kills. A pack of wild wolves emerges, snarling. 5 targets, just a warm-up. They charge like mindless beasts. One fluid motion is all it takes to silence the pack. Level 10 achieved. The shackles of my basic class are finally ready to be shattered. Advancing now. Shop access unlocked. This regression is already light years ahead of the last one. Side mission complete. Reward, a 50% discount coupon. Time to gear up for the slaughter. Most novices stare blankly at this hidden quest. Where do the items drop? How does this even work? Awakening a class is the ultimate game changer. Yet, the path remains shrouded in mystery for the masses. These legendary advancement items only trigger under special conditions that no one has cracked yet. Warriors must reach 10 strength and slaughter 30 beasts at once. A berserker, they must hunt while bleeding. Assassins are born from shadows, backstabbing foes in rapid succession. One must embody their chosen path to transcend. To unlock greatness, your actions must mirror the soul of the class. I spent ages lurking in shadows. I survived as a lowly hunter, but then I found it. The Forbidden Reaper class called to me. The system warns, once you embrace the Reaper, there is no turning back. Choose your destiny with care. My heart didn't even skip a beat. Yes, I accept. Instantly, the cold aura of a Reaper consumed me. The rewards are terrifying. The Reaper's rune doubles my power by day, but at night, I become death itself. Speed surges 50% while I vanish from sight. The shadows themselves now serve as my perfect veil. The rune binds to my very soul. Along with it, I receive the Reaper's scythe, a weapon of pure destruction. Completing the submission grants a half-off coupon. More importantly, my rank finally shatters the beginner ceiling. I'm officially an apprentice. In this world, players climb 6 brutal tiers of power to reach the top. From level 99 Grandmasters down to level 1 beginners, each tier unlocks a new realm of absolute dominance. Advancement brings godlike abilities. The system grants me the Reaper's signature move, the Death Insignia. This mark reveals the target's life force and forces them to endure double the agony from my blade. Only one victim can bear this curse at a time. It's a death sentence etched in spiritual energy. Higher ranks unlock deadlier gear. I grip the Reaper's scythe, its raw potential waiting to be unleashed. A worldwide announcement echoes. I am the first to evolve. A hidden gold pouch falls into my hands. Being a pioneer has its perks. Then a new skill appears, track, a neutral ability of immense value. With a name and a face, no one can hide from my gaze. I can find anyone, anywhere. The system values this skill at 20,000 gold. It's time to test this god tier, tracking on my prey. Target locked, Hang Youngman. The system scans his face and name, instantly pinning his treacherous location. He's close, only 190 meters away. A glowing arrow points directly toward my destined revenge. He's crawled into this forest too. He was miles away before. Time to see what he's up to. Elsewhere, 𝒐𝒏 collapses in exhaustion. Her legs give out, the terror of the hunt finally catching up. We can't stop, Aaron, her bodyguard hisses. They're right behind us. Stand up and fight through the pain. As she struggles, he offers a desperate theory. Even if we bleed here, our real bodies remain safe. Just survive this nightmare. Once we return to reality, these wounds will vanish like a bad dream. I'll try, she whispers, but a chilling voice cuts through the trees, freezing the blood in their veins. Running away already, Youngman sneers. He towers over them, a cruel smirk dancing on his lips. The bodyguard curses under his breath. This useless woman has led them straight into a deadly trap. He prepares to fight, though his loyalty is thin. Youngman just laughs at the old man's pathetic stance. You think you can take us all, Youngman mocks. He gestures to his thugs, numbering the guard. Why us? The guard demands. Youngman just grins. In this world, reason is for the weak. We only want the girl, Youngman clarifies. Hand over 𝒐𝒏 and you might live to see tomorrow. His crew whispers, is that really the famous idol, or just some stunning lookalike trapped in this hell? Who cares? She's a masterpiece. Youngman offers a deal, walk away now and leave the girl behind. The bodyguard wavers. If he had known she was the target, he would have ditched her miles ago. Dying for a stranger isn't his style, but if he fails his mission, the heavenly demon's wrath awaits him. Disappointing, director. Ma means a fate worse than death. He's trapped between a blade and a hard place. Time's up, old man, Youngman shouts. Are you going to move or do I have to kill you? This is a crime, the guard shouts. Youngman's laughter echoes through the dark forest, cold and mocking. Crime, laws, Youngman scoffs. There are no police here. Who's going to stop me? You have zero proof. This face, it might be a mask. This cockroach won't let me go without blood. I must fight with this broken body. Suddenly a shadow looms. It's finally him. The legendary Black Scythe. Yaman trembles as the battlefield's reaper steps into the light. What's the situation here? The protagonist asks. Yaman barks, telling him to keep walking. I wasn't asking you, trash. He ignores the gangster and looks at the wounded man. It's a trap for 𝒐𝒏. Please help us. We'll owe you everything, Mr. Black Scythe. He turns to Yaman. Is this true? The coward snarls, telling him to walk away. Dark aura explodes. Walk away. You're touching people under my personal protection, you fool. Yaman freezes. The air turns heavy with the scent of impending death and regression. The scythe is drawn. I don't leave survivors. 𝒐𝒏 finally feels hope flickering alive. This isn't just mercy, it's cold calculation. A favor from the celestial demon is priceless. A conglomerate's debt will snowball into absolute power. Besides, I despise these weak, arrogant idiots. Yaman screams threats, but the protagonist just sighs. Done barking, let the slaughter begin. Yaman's mind races. This monster cleared the goblin raid alone. Can a human survive him? The scythe slams down. Be honest, do you actually have a death wish today? If I'm honest, will you spare me? The protagonist's eyes glow with a terrifying light. Get on your knees and beg like a dog. Then I might consider it. Humiliated, Yaman fumes. He has strength to break walls. Surely one lucky punch works. You've crossed the line. He plans to close the gap and shatter the Reaper's head. Suddenly, the protagonist sheathes his weapon. Yaman is baffled. Is he showing off or insane? Winning with a weapon is too boring. In a blink, the Reaper simply vanishes. He's right there. Yaman swings wildly, but he's only punching the cold, empty air. A devastating counterkick sends Yaman flying like a ragdoll into the hard, unforgiving ground. Your screaming is annoying. The protagonist begins a brutal, one-sided beatdown on Yaman's face. Every hit feels like a mountain falling. This isn't just strength, it's a hidden, secret reward. An arrow flies. The archer tries a sneak attack, but the Reaper is far faster. Found a bow, did you? Too bad you met me. The scythe flashes once. An arm falls. The gang panics as their world turns into a nightmare of blood. Death emblem, engage. He slices through the warrior's shins like they were made of paper. The blade cuts with impossible sharpness. You used a weapon, so you pay the price. It's an absolute massacre. Limbs are flying as the protagonist delivers a truly broken comeback. Double damage ignores all defenses. They aren't even human to him anymore, just targets. The ground is stained red. The survivors can only stare in mute, paralyzing horror. Too easy, but I need to leave a scar on your souls forever. He stands as the ultimate predator. They will never dare cross his path again. Before they can blink, his scythe howls. A severed arm paints the floor red as the thug collapses screaming. The survivors tremble in pure horror. You're a dead man. You think you can survive this? Die, you monster. His gaze turns glacial as he triggers the death emblem. The blade arcs through the air with lethal precision. He severs the warrior's shins in one clean stroke. That scythe cuts like a hot knife through melting butter. His legs, they're just gone. Our hero stares down. You drew steel first, now pay the blood price. This isn't a duel, it's a butcher shop. He has a dark obsession with dismantling anyone who dares oppose him. They'll need a disabled ward after this. That is the true, terrifying power of the death emblem's double damage. Even reinforced armor shatters like thin glass. The floor is a mess of broken men and severed, twitching limbs. He looks at the carnage unimpressed. Too easy, but death is too kind. I'll leave them in eternal nightmare. They must never dare to crawl toward me again. As they bleed out, he remembers how fate began turning. Blood flows from their shallow wounds as they beg for mercy. I growl, quiet. A few scratches won't kill you. Their spirits are crushed. Time for the next. I sense a rat hiding nearby. No one escapes my judgment today. The scythe swings again. A pathetic scream echoes. Stop crying, it barely hurts. This trash used to look down on me. Now, he's trembling at my feet. This is nothing compared to my past agony. Another strike falls like judgment. Sua watches in horror. I am dismantling these thugs like a cold-blooded executioner. To the bodyguard, I'm a monster, but this ruthless power, it's simply intoxicating. The legendary Black Scythe, a shadow that outshines even the world's greatest leaders. Had enough, I ask. They nod frantically. They won't be causing trouble anymore. They're crippled, forced to crawl toward the voting booths. Thank you, Black Scythe. Sua worries for their lives. Why care? I retort. They're lower than beasts. She's still playing the hero. Too soft. Why waste pity on these parasites? Is she a saint, or just obsessed with her celebrity image? Truly pathetic. The bodyguard hesitates. Black Scythe, why spare them? Killing is easy in this hell. The bully shakes, realizing how close he is to a cold, dark grave. Why did I let them live? I'm acting like a true demonic shadow. It's simple math, I state. Killing trash provides zero benefits to my growth. But won't they seek revenge? The bodyguard asks, fearing a future betrayal. I chuckle darkly. Revenge? These ants couldn't even reach my shadow. Besides, I need these extras alive to fulfill the round's population requirements. The bodyguard realizes I'm playing a different game. My strategy is leagues ahead. While they struggle to survive, I'm already calculating the system's hidden mechanics. Understood, he says, bowing. We'll leave this human garbage behind for now. I turn to leave. He offers a massive bank transfer as a reward. Keep your money. I vanish. He's stunned by my lack of greed. He needs to report this anomaly. I'm a wild card that could break the world. For now, we follow my lead. Eliminating the weak serves no strategic purpose. A final spit of contempt, and we head toward the voting district. The plaza is a circus. Desperate losers are begging for votes and power. They think this is some high school election. It's a struggle for survival. Arguments break out. Greedy hands grab at anything resembling authority. I'm the calmest. Vote for me. Everyone thinks they're the main character. My father is a congressman. A booming voice cuts through their pathetic bickering. 2 hours left. Decide now or die together. It's time for a leader. A handsome face steps forward. Any suggestions on how we choose? He smiles warmly. I have a perfect plan. The crowd falls under his spell. He's using the persuasion rune. a hidden fragment that bends minds to his will. He once thought this power was trash. How wrong he was. It's a cheat code for human manipulation, a silver tongue in a dying world. Monsters don't talk, but humans are the easiest puppets to pull. He remembers the blood he spilled to level up his hidden influence. Save the girl, a perfect distraction. He uses them as bait for monsters. That's how he cleared the first 100 goblins. He's a predator in a suit. Listen closely, he commands. To survive, we must choose our new king. We must narrow the field to 5 elite candidates and decide our path together. The crowd agrees, falling for his trap as they move to organize the selection process. If you wish to nominate someone, speak now. The gluttonous man prepares to name himself. Self-nominations are forbidden. We cannot risk repeating the same chaotic mistakes from before. The man curses under his breath, realizing the puppet master has outplayed these pathetic losers. The group wavers in indecision, too afraid to trust anyone with the power to represent them. Silence fills the room as the manipulator waits for the most visible targets to emerge. Suddenly, a voice from the back nominates that arrogant mint chocolate brat to lead them. Who, me? The man praises his logical mind and leadership, calling him their only hope. The crowd cheers, and he smirks, adding another group of mindless suckers to his list. He feigns humility, asking for more names as another survivor stands to nominate 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚. It was inevitable. Someone would surely suggest the legendary warrior who dominated the first round. Another hand rises, nominating the second ranker, followed by the right hand of the dragon. With 4 strong candidates chosen, they search for one final name to complete the list. Since no one else steps forward, these 4 will face the ultimate vote for leadership. He mocks them internally, knowing how easy it is to sway these fools to his side. Victory feels certain. Once he becomes the regional representative, his true reign will finally begin. A cold voice cuts through his delusions, demanding he stop spouting such pathetic, manipulative garbage. His life is a documentary, the second ranker, staring him down with pure, unadulterated disgust. The brat is stunned, but the ranker mocks him for thinking the world is his playground. Panic sets in. Does this man see through his secret skills, or is this something else? The ranker steps forward, cursing the provocateur for trying to dictate the fate of this region. The manipulator tries to maintain his facade, preaching about personality and hostile words to save face. He hopes his charm works, but the warrior snaps, threatening to eliminate him right then and there. His ability fails. The manipulator watches in horror as the ranker turns his fury on everyone. The ranker warns the crowd that voting for anyone else will result in their immediate destruction. Mint Chocolate mocks his clumsy threats, convinced that fear will never earn him any real loyalty. He tells the ranker to stop embarrassing himself and vanish before things get even uglier. Silence follows until the ranker suddenly grabs him by the throat with overwhelming, murderous intent. I warned you. The ranker slams him down, promising death to anyone who dares cross him. The poor soul drops dead. The message is clear: vote for me or face certain execution. Terror paralyses the group as they realize they are trapped with a completely unhinged serial killer. He laughs maniacally, daring anyone with a problem to step forward and face his wrath. Since no one moves, the tyrant begins a merciless slaughter, eliminating everyone within his reach. Without laws or cameras, he revels in the carnage, promising to hunt down every last dissenter. The survivors tremble. Their only choices now are to submit or die in the next round. He smiles, knowing fear is the ultimate tool to guarantee his position as the new representative. Meanwhile, our hero is a whirlwind of death, having already slaughtered 265 monsters. He maximizes his experience buffs, pushing his broken runes to their absolute limit while grinding alone. He nears level 16, though the massive level gap is finally starting to slow his progress. Even 200 kills in 2 hours barely move his bar, but the path is easy. Armed with the Reaper and Assassin runes, his power is absolute as the voting time ends. Suddenly, every player is summoned back to the starting region as the voting period officially closes. They teleport back to a scene of horror, finding a mountain of corpses littering the ground. The protagonist realizes that the madman has seized control through a brutal and bloody massacre. Meet the district's second-best thug, a total trash-tier fighter. In this world, removing a parasite early is wise. This ticking time bomb marches right up to our hero, 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒍𝒚. The tension in the air is suffocating. "Found you at last, I've been waiting," the thug sneers. "What do you want?" MC asks with cold indifference. "Submit to me, and I might let you live." Serve a loser like him, the protagonist can't help laughing. "Want to fight? Better kneel and beg for mercy now, or you're leaving here in a body bag," MC warns. The punk scoffs, still delusional. "You clearly don't realize who holds the power. Once I'm the elected representative." MC cuts him off instantly. "Are you deaf, or do you just want to be eliminated from existence early?" He summons his legendary scythe, the air chilling instantly. The thug stammers, "Wait, where'd that massive weapon come from?" Cold sweat pours down his face. He messed with a monster. MC stares him down. "What's wrong?" Scared silent. "I'm 𝒏𝒂𝒔𝒔, leader of the 𝒂𝒔 gang," he blusters. "You think I'll bow to you? Die, you brat." The fool charges, but MC remains calm. "Same hot-headed idiot as my past life," he thinks with a sigh. "If I show my true broken power now, I'll win the vote. That's a headache I definitely don't need." He needs this thug to be the leader, the perfect sacrificial pawn. Suddenly, the angel descends right on cue. The angel appears with a chilling, twisted smile. "Listen up, you filthy ants. Everyone, gather around for your judgment." "You're lucky," MC whispers. "Pick your battles carefully if you want to keep your head." The thug's heart freezes. Shaking, the thug retreats. "Just wait. Once I'm leader, I'll return this humiliation tenfold. You're dead, 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚." The angel's voice rings out like thunder. "Found your leaders yet? Or did you just spend hours barking nonsense?" "I couldn't care less if you all perish," she sneers. "Let's start the vote for your pathetic regional representative." The system's screen flickers to life. To vote, simply focus your thoughts on your candidate. 5 minutes start now. 1 vote per person. The winner gains absolute authority. Fail to vote and face immediate, brutal system elimination. The clock is ticking. 𝒏𝒂𝒔𝒔 glares at the crowd, expecting every eye to be glued to his presence. Panic spreads as the timer counts down. Cho notices a girl looking away and snaps. "You, look at me." "Focus on me or you're dead," he bellows. Meanwhile, MC stays in the shadows, masking his overwhelming presence perfectly. "Vote for me or I'll kill you myself," the thug screams. The voting ends and the angel claps loudly. "Time's up. No slackers. Good," the angel laughs. "Let's see which human won the crown of this miserable region." The results explode onto the screen. To everyone's shock, the gangster actually wins with 2,400 votes. But wait, 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 is right behind him with 2,000 votes. Cho is furious. Who dared to vote him? "You're the representative," the angel announces. "I hereby grant you the absolute power of command authority. Use it." The system confirms his status. Cho grins like a maniac, already plotting to order the crowd to slaughter MC. But the skill has a catch. Command authority only has 10 uses, and the biggest shocker, it's useless against anyone who has already received a class. Cho freezes. "Wait! My power is useless against actual high-level players." The angel chuckles. "You thought this was over. Surprise, there was a hidden mission, level 10 class advancement." The crowd is stunned. No monsters, no levels, but the forest was crawling with them. Only 80,000 survived. "Someone in this very region has already reached level 10, she teases. "A hidden master." Everyone starts whispering. The mystery deepens as eyes turn toward the candidates. Who is the secret powerhouse holding the first evolved class? Cho is stunned. Wait, only 10 uses, and it fails against anyone who already has a secret class. He realizes his authority is a joke. Does that mean everyone with a class can just ignore my orders? The angel continues. You thought the vote was the end. Fools, There was a secret mission this whole time. The crowd gasps. A hidden mission. Advance to level 10 before the voting ends to receive a unique class. An advancement item, they cry. The system triggers only when someone hits the level cap, she explains with glee. You didn't even know, did you? The crowd murmurs in confusion. How could they level up with no monsters? What monsters? She mocks. The forest was crawling with them. You were just too cowardly to go look. Only 80,000 people worldwide managed to advance, but in this region, someone actually unlocked a secret class. The players are shook. Someone already evolved. Check the secondary mission results to see the true regional master. All eyes turn to the screen. Who is the hidden powerhouse that outpaced everyone in this hellish death game? She snaps her fingers. The second mission results appear. Region champion across the world, 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚. Region 45 erupts. It's 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 again. He stands alone as the supreme ranker of our world. A Reaper class. It sounds terrifyingly powerful. Did you see that massive blade he was wielding? The representative is fuming. He planned to use his absolute authority to force a self-elimination. But who expected a class evolution this early? His petty commands are now completely useless. The angel grins. Rewards favor the swift. In every region, 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 finished first. He didn't just lead his region, he dominated the entire world. A unique monster among men. Reaper, the name fits your dark aura. Tell me, did you foresee this bloody destiny? I didn't expect the system to match my name so well, the protagonist replies coldly. The angel laughs. It was fate. Even the Celestials don't fully grasp the Reaper's hidden depths. It's an anomaly, a class beyond their records, a destiny that defies the very laws of the game. Only one player stands unaffected by authority, a sovereign who bows to no one in this region. The crowd erupts in whispers. What do you mean, Miss Angel? Explain why his power failed. Classes grant immunity to mental commands. 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 is a free man, unbound by any master. The representative's power is finite. 10 commands, that's all. He isn't a god, just a petty tyrant. The secret is out. 10 commands. The ruler is suddenly looking very, very vulnerable. Furious, the tyrant glares, but rewards must flow. It's time for the Reaper's hidden prize. A snap of fingers brings the spoils. First place across all regions earns a legendary reward. Choose your armor, metal, hunter's leather, or mage silk. The choice is yours, Dark One. He doesn't hesitate. Heavy is too slow, silk offers no protection. He selects the hunter's gear. Next, the special chest. 3,000 gold, information, or a triple experience boost. Expecting a bloodbath in round 3, he chooses the experience buff. Leveling up is the priority. Return to your reality, the angel calls. Round 3 will be a spectacular show of slaughter. Mission complete. March 1st. The players vanish, their souls hurtling back to their physical shells. The gangster gasps, checking his limbs. Intact. The system restores what was lost, provided you survive. He trembles. Never again, I won't touch 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚. That man is a heartless devil. Elsewhere, the bodyguard sighs. He didn't abandon her after all. A moment of rare loyalty. You worked hard, Sion, he says. She shakes her head. No, you saved me, thank you. It's my job to protect you, he replies, but she knows who the real savior was. I need to thank �𝒂𝒍𝒚. How can we reach someone shrouded in such darkness? His identity is a ghost. He moves in shadows, wanting no fame and no connection. I asked for his bank account to reward him, but he refused immediately, she explains. He knows money leaves a trail. The Reaper prefers to remain an enigma in the dark. He's a shadow we cannot catch. He's too smart to leave even a single trace behind. She looks away, saddened. I must find a way to repay him in the next round. The bodyguard enters an elevator. President, it's me. Are you still awake after the game? I'm just having some whiskey, the president replies. The weight of the game hangs heavy. I saw the rankings, the guard says. Congratulations on becoming a Black Knight, sir. It was nothing special, the president scoffs. But what happened on your end? Report now. We were hunted like prey. Level 8 was our limit before we were forced to stop. Hunted? Tell me everything in person. Come to the hotel immediately. This sounds critical. Is this about 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚? I want every detail. I'll be there in 20 minutes. The guard speeds away, unaware of the eyes on him. The protagonist watches, a silent predator. As expected, he's leading me to the president. 10 minutes ago, the real-world hunt began. Using his tracking ability, the Reaper locks on. A face and a name. Target acquired. Location pinged, 9 meters. He's right above me. Wait, he's dropping fast. Minus 23 meters. 56 meters. That's speed. He's taken the elevator. Why visit the president at this ungodly hour? I need confirmation. Lucky I activated my tracking spell the moment I returned to this reality. Clouds veil the moon, the perfect shroud for a phantom. The president is here. I'll observe first. Information is life. Who wouldn't want intel on the monster ranked number 1 in every round? The president expects a report on rank 1. I have a bad feeling. Someone touched my subordinate. If he picked a fight with my right hand, I'll make him bleed. This is a challenge. I don't care if he's the top player. Anyone in my path will be crushed without mercy. Meanwhile, the protagonist watches this villainous snake, wondering if an alliance is even worth the risk. In the president's office, the air is freezing. The two greet each other with fake, hollow smiles. Suddenly, the groveling starts. Your very existence is my greatest motivation, President, he says, bowing low. Such blatant flattery, even the president scoffs. Your tongue is silver, but sit. What do you want? It's pure sincerity, sir. And though it's late, congratulations on surviving that hellish second round. Surviving? It was child's play, the president laughs. I heard you changed your class as well. A stroke of luck, sir. Luck. In this world, luck is just another name for absolute skill. To serve the regional rank 2 and 3, there is no higher honor for a man like me. The president smiles coldly. Enough, you want something, ask me. What secret do you crave? The subordinate's eyes gleam. Tell me, where did you find such a legendary class advancement item? A random monster drop, he lies. In reality, a celestial rune was his secret, broken reward. Flashback, an angel's whisper. A hidden inventory slot glowing with forbidden, dark, and ancient power. The rune of the Black Knight. Massive stat boosts and a weapon wreathed in soul-tearing black aura. Upon reaching level 10, the hidden class awakens. The path of the Black Knight will be mine. Obtaining a legendary item at level 1. My luck in this regression is truly beyond heaven's will. But secrets are meant to stay buried. Even a loyal dog will bite if he tastes true power. Now, the main event, the president's voice turns cold. Did 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 try to kill you? No, sir, the man stammers. In fact, that monster actually saved my life back there. Saved you? Tell me everything. How did you almost die at the hands of those street thugs? Without 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚, Orin and I would have been erased, eliminated before the real war even began. Even if Orin survived, the psychological trauma would have shattered her soul and ended her star career. My most valuable pawn and my biggest business asset, nearly ruined in a single, pathetic night. And the trash who attacked you, are they dead? The president demands with a gaze of ice. No, 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 inflicted pain worse than death, but he didn't eliminate them in the end. Why spare them? He said killing them was pointless. We need survivors for the next stage. Pragmatic, a true predator's logic, but those rats might return to bite us in the future. Regardless, my assets are safe. It seems I've become indebted to this mysterious rank 1 monster. We must compensate him, the president orders. I tried, sir, but he vanished into the night. He refused. A man who shuns rewards is either a fool or dangerously cautious of his identity. If you see him again, give him my word. The president is extremely grateful for the rescue. Understood. We'll also keep a close eye out for any way to support him from the shadows. One more thing. Their names. Those thugs need to learn the price of touching my people. High above in the branches, the protagonist smirks. A loyal dog indeed, rushing straight to master. Their fate is sealed. Time to vanish before the night shift guards spot a suspicious shadow. To think, a heavenly demon lives in my apartment. My world is becoming very small indeed. I owe my brother for those rice cakes. Without them, I'd never have found this golden lead. If I hadn't delivered those rice cakes, I'd never have met Urine, or realized her secret connection to that monster. My influence over my allies is absolute. Now, I must carefully ensnare that monster's trust too. Is bringing a heavenly demon to the endgame wise? That Black Knight rune is a cheat. Overwhelming power demands a heavy price. This rune forces a descent into a dark, cursed fate. The Black Knight's aura is intoxicating, yet it requires a constant supply of forbidden dark energy. This energy isn't found naturally. To stay powered, one must harvest the lives of the weak. It's a blood-soaked skill meant for a psychopath. Keeping such a volatile weapon nearby is dangerous. He remains a mere candidate for now. I'll only deploy this monster when the situation turns dire. Talent is abundant elsewhere. My eyes are currently on that woman, the one destined to be priestess. At dawn, my real plan begins. I head back to the convenience store to meet fate. The owner stands trembling as his revenue vanishes. Then, his daughter finally enters the room. "Father," she calls out. He sighs, explaining the government has suddenly frozen all lottery operations. The suspension was inevitable. The government is terrified of the chaos caused by the newly awakened. Unpredictable players are a national security threat. "Dad," she whispers, "remember that man from the news? The one who won 4 times consecutively. I've seen him before, in a prophetic dream." Despair clouds the father's face as bills pile up, but his daughter offers a soft smile. "I'll find work, Dad. I won't let our family fall apart during these dark times." "Julie, focus on your future," he insists. "You have the brilliance to become a great doctor." She shakes her head. That dream is dead. School is meaningless in this broken, changing world. The father realizes the grim truth. Survival is the only currency left in the upcoming rounds. "I'm sorry you have to face this, Julie." She takes his hand, her gaze filled resolve. "I survived the second round, Dad. Not only that, I've awakened a specialized hidden class." Light erupts from her palms as she casts a divine spell. Her father gasps in awe. "This is a buff skill. It amplifies your physical limits and heals the weariness of soul." Vitality surges through the old man's veins. He feels stronger than he has in 20 years. "I'll protect you, Dad." As they embrace, the shop bell rings. A familiar figure walks in. The father freezes in terror. "That man," he stammers. "It's him, the legendary lottery psychopath." The man who beat the odds 100 times stands before them with a cold smile. "Remember me? I'm the one who bought those tickets. I've come here to offer an apology." He bows slightly. "My winning streak caused the government to shut you down. I feel responsible. Your store is suffering because of me. Please, accept my sincerest apologies for the trouble." The owner waves it off, trying to stay brave. "It's fine. We'll find a way forward." "I cannot simply walk away. I've brought something to compensate you for the lost revenue." He slides an envelope across the counter. Inside sits 10 million won in cold, hard cash. The pair gasps in shock. "This is too much. We can't possibly take this from you." "Consider it an investment," he says, turning to vanish into the morning mist like a ghost. "I'll return it to him." Julie grabs the money and sprints after the mysterious stranger. "Wait, please stop." She catches up, breathless. As he turns, her eyes widen in sudden recognition. "Is it really you? We're in the same class. Don't you remember me? I'm Julie." He tilts his head, eyes vacant. "Classmates, forgive me, I don't recall ever seeing your face." A cold-blooded lie. He remembers everything, her name, her face, and her role in the war. He knew she was the destined priestess. This entire encounter was a meticulously crafted opening move. Fate is a predictable machine to a regressor. He's here to claim the ultimate support asset. The act of a stranger was perfect. Now she's exactly where he wants her, hooked by curiosity. Let's speak elsewhere. They sit, the tension thick as she tries to return the heavy envelope. I'm returning this. It's too much. He watches her, his plan unfolding exactly as he envisioned. 10 million is a staggering sum. I knew her pride would trigger a refusal. Despite her poverty, she hates being indebted. She forces the envelope back at me. My arm is aching, he groans. I refuse it. I told her father first. I claimed it was for my conscience. She insists the amount is far too much. I need her to keep it. Otherwise, guilt will haunt our every future encounter. She calls it a burden. Excellent. That is exactly why I handed it over. Tell your father this is pocket change. Keep it and lose the heavy heart. She snaps, calling me annoying. I cut her off with a cold, piercing gaze. We are finished. I am leaving. Panicked, she offers to take 1 million instead. Is that your choice? Ask the shop owner. She mentions her father owns it. Her father, the owner, is her dad. That is a twist I did not see. I visit often. She finds it shocking that a winner is her own classmate. The first place lottery winner is in her class. I feign total ignorance now. She recognized me instantly. I apologize, lying that I am terrible with faces. This is our first real talk. She sheepishly admits that I am technically correct. She realizes I forgot her name. My coldness leaves her visibly flustered and embarrassed. I feel slight guilt, but a Sigma regressor must keep her interested and hooked. My name is Muri Lee. I am your classmate. Look at me and remember. I will remember, I promise. She sinks into her seat, feeling a reality check. Graduation is near, yet she is just now introducing herself. She feels pathetic. We know each other now. Give me your number. Graduation is not the end. My number? She is stunned. I say it is normal for classmates to exchange. You are right, she stammers. She hands it over, caught in my cold pace. Perhaps this is fate. Let us talk again. I leave her standing there, dazed. I have urgent business. As I leave, she realizes she still has the money. She forgot to return it. My sudden request for her number has her racing. She knows it is just friendship, but her pulse is thundering. What is this? Did she win the lottery? She recalls the first time she ever saw me. Thugs were kicking me like a dog. They demanded cash while I stayed silent. She called the police. Was it pity or curiosity to see my tragic end? She followed me home safely. Then she saw me working like nothing happened. Seeing my resilience revealed a hidden strength she never imagined I possessed. From that moment, interest became obsession, but she was always too afraid to speak. Her feelings grew in shadows. Now, heaven has granted her a miraculous second chance. She cannot ignore me now. She decides to finally ask me out for food. A meal is the perfect excuse. At home, I am scrolling, waiting for contact. There it is. She wants dinner. She even offers to pay her own way. Perfect. She feels the debt. Making her an ally will be effortless and fast. To survive the 20th round, I need her. I prepare to meet my pawn. I grab my designer bag. My brother watches, confused by my sudden player aura. He asks if it is a girl. I leave him speechless with cold confidence. He is shocked. Is the family loser on a date? I arrive like royalty. I ask if she likes the meat. She is too flustered to even eat. She nods like a doll. This warrior is more awkward than a romance lead. She cannot believe she is alone with me. For her, this is destiny. A heavy silence fills the air. She panics, desperate to break the tension. So, how'd you win the lottery 4 times? I just saw the results in my dreams. She gasps at his luck. Little does she know, survival is the cost. She dreams of a life without money worries. But our hero knows the real nightmare is just beginning to unfold. Was the first round hard? Did you struggle with goblins? He nods. It was a brutal, never-ending nightmare of blood. Their region codes don't match, 5 versus 7, a gap between worlds. A shame we won't meet there, she sighs. Don't look so down, he says. Fate will bring the survivors together as the weak fall and regions merge. He must hide his rank 1 status while recruiting her. Things are getting complicated for our legendary, secret regressor. He wants her on his team, but he needs to play it cool. Friendship is the first step toward survival. They're both level 10. Did you get a class? She asks. He waits. Then she reveals her secret. I'm a buffer. A buffer, that's a god-tier support role. Wanna see? She asks. I have a skill called Heaven's Blessing. She casts the spell. Light erupts. He feels a surge of raw power. This buff is absolutely, terrifyingly monstrous. A 50% stat boost for 3 hours. He's stunned. She's a keeper. I must protect her at all costs. Her unique class is legendary. When maxed, that boost will double. This is the game changer he's been searching for. Incredible, he praises. Internally, he's grinning. This is exactly why he tracked her down in this broken world. She's glad to help. Now it's time for his reward, a golden pouch that feeds on the luck stat. Being the first to change classes has its perks. A random amount of gold awaits if his luck holds up. The higher the luck, the bigger the jackpot. Thanks, Julie, he says, feeling the scales of fate tip in his favor. She beams. Anytime, just let me know when you need a boost. But she has one more debt to settle. She mentions the 10 million one. My dad says thanks. We'll pay you back every single cent, we promise. Don't worry about the money, he insists. But she won't listen. If he won't take cash, he'll take a treasure. She reaches into her inventory. I found this while hunting. Reject it and I'll never forgive you, she warns. They part ways. He heads to the square and opens his bag. His eyes widen. A low-grade purple magic crystal. This girl is a treasure trove. He won't unlock the combination feature until level 20, but he knows its value. 7 colors, 7 powers. Red for damage, orange for strength. But purple is the rarest of them all. It's the ultimate wildcard, boosting every single stat. My luck is off the charts, he muses with a smirk. He'll save the crystal. Now for the gold pouch. But first, he needs to stack his hidden assassin rune. Every kill adds 1% to his stats. On Earth, even insects count as targets. Time for some pest control. In the other world, bugs don't exist. Here, they are the key to his broken comeback. The genocide begins. He apologizes to the ants and starts crushing. The rune glows. 100 out of 100 stacks achieved. His luck stat skyrockets to 45. Now, the golden pouch is ready. The ultimate jackpot is finally within reach. In his past life, he only ever got 6,000 gold. He holds his breath and opens the pouch. Jackpot. 99,999 gold. The maximum amount. He's rich beyond his wildest dreams. He is truly ready. With 16,000 gold total, he's rich. He just has to wait 2 weeks for the legendary merchant to appear. He heads home, feeling like a king, but his brother is waiting with a smug look. How was the date? It wasn't a date, he snaps. I just ate black ramen. His brother doesn't believe a single word of it. Black ramen? Seriously, you could have bought her something better. The hero just sighs, if only his brother knew. Luck stat hit 45. His points tripled through the rune. This is the moment for a legendary jackpot. He opens the golden pouch. It could hold anything from 1 to 99,000 gold coins. The stakes are high. Luck is a fickle mistress. Even with high stats, the payout varies. He remembers his past life failures clearly. Back then, he only ever grabbed 6,000 gold. He checks the total, and his jaw drops in shock. 99,999 gold. The absolute limit. That blessing was worth every single second. With 16,000 gold saved, his pockets are heavy. In 2 weeks, the item he craves will finally appear. He arrives home, but his brother is already prying. How was your date? He sighs at the siblings' nonsense. What date? I just ate some black ramen, he grumbles. His brother scoffs. With all that cash, seriously. There's nothing wrong with ramen, he retorts. He's wanted this for ages, a simple taste of the old life. Survival was once a dream, but my pockets were empty. Not anymore. My crypto portfolio is hitting 150 million, exactly like my past regressions. Time to liquidate before the crash, but first, I need wheels. This exam again. I've mastered this test through a dozen lifetimes. I finished in seconds and walked out. The proctor stared in pure disbelief. 95%. How is that humanly possible? The examiner's jaw hit the floor. License secured. But honestly, after so many regressions, how old am I? I pulled up in a Lamborghini Aventador, a beast only I could tame. Buying this monster was easy. I know every shortcut in this world. 2 weeks later, I exited the market with a grin. My brother panicked. $300 million. My brother's brain practically short-circuited at the number. 60 million to 300 million. He couldn't comprehend my insane growth rate. I told him to trust me. He just stood there, completely speechless. He tried to stop me before, but now he's witnessing a miracle. Even I'm surprised. My previous life's peak was barely 28 million. Next target, the stock market. My brother spat his coffee across the room. Stocks, you're insane. You don't know the first thing about trading. I told him I saw it in a dream. My ultimate trump card. We're going to be legends. He finally stopped arguing and let me lead. I'm targeting 𝒂𝒔, a company worth 900 million, ripe for the taking. It's the Heavenly Demons Consultancy, a sleeping giant about to awaken. After the 4th round, this company's value will explode beyond all limits. I'll seize the majority shares. Absolute control is the only way forward. 280 million for 31%. The throne is almost mine. My brother sat there praying that my vision wouldn't fail us now. It's done. Now the real shopping begins at the stroke of midnight. I opened the secret item shop. My hoard of gold was finally ready. Cash is king here. Any skill or gear can be bought for a price. Most gear is trash, but the rare and epic items are what I crave. The daily special is a gamble, unless you already know the future rotation. I've waited for this specific date. Today, the legendary treasure appears. There it is, the skeletal necklace, an epic tier item with terrifying potential. Every kill boosts my speed. In a horde, I'll become a god. Intelligence and speed stats for a bargain. It's practically stealing from the system. I pulled out my secret weapon, the 50% discount class change ticket. I paid half price with a smirk. Efficiency is my middle name now. 14,000 gold remaining. I'm richer than most high rankers at this stage. I was going for basic gear, but my wealth changed the plan. If I save 6,000 more, I can unlock a god-tier skill. 6,000 gold. Round 3's monster hordes will provide my harvest. March 1st arrived. The system's cold light engulfed us once again. A desolate, ruined fortress. This wasn't the forest everyone expected. That glowing crystal. What twisted game has the system prepared this time? Fear choked the air, but I stood calm. I've survived this hell before. They whispered my name. The legendary representative of our zone had returned. That clown, Life is a Documentary, is playing gang leader again, brandishing his blade like a common thug. Black Scythe should have been the one in charge. Quiet, that tyrant's authority is still active. Big deal, he's only got 10 uses left. But those whispers reached his ears instantly. Shut it, he roared in a pathetic rage. The players scoffed. Does he think screaming makes him scary? Who said that? Inside, he was sweating. That damn angel leaked his secret. His pathetic weakness was out for all to see. Suddenly, a strange kid stepped forward into the tension. I am 𝒁𝒐𝒄𝒌𝒔, leader of my own crew. I've come to offer my greetings, senior. Which faction are you with, brat? None yet, sir. I'm just a man with a dream. A dream to become a gangster. This kid was clearly missing a few screws. You're my idol. Let my crew serve under your legendary banner. Before anyone could react, the kid hit the floor. Please, let me serve as your loyal disciple. I'll dedicate my life to you, the leader smirked. He'd met psychos, but this was new. Still, that raw passion was infectious. Stand up. Don't you know my reputation is trash now? My name is Mud, yet you'd follow me. I don't care, you're the real deal. Let them stare. Fine then, I'll take you under my wing, kid. Thank you, master. The crowd watched in disbelief. Another lunatic joins the circus. Our protagonist watched silently. Teaming up with 𝒁𝒐𝒄𝒌𝒔 again, This gets interesting. Then the angel descended with a chilling grin. 90 of you died before we even started. Silence, round 3 begins now. Mission, protect the holy relic for 3 agonizing hours. Only 25% will walk out alive. The players froze. This was a mass execution. How can the survival quota be so low? Oh, don't blame me for your petty infighting. You humans love killing each other in reality. Then, a player noticed something terrifying on the screen. The survival limit, only 1,200 players. Wait, that's a quarter of our total. The angel cackled at their despair. An error? No, this is cold, hard math. Since too many survived the last round, nature demands a brutal rebalancing of the scales. A massive cull is necessary to maintain order. The atmosphere turned heavy with impending doom. Don't feel cheated, just work harder to survive. Now, listen to the rules of the slaughter. 4 gates will vomit monsters every 30 minutes. Their target, the relic at the village heart. 5 waves of hell are coming your way. Unite your pathetic lives to shield the relic. Hold the line for 3 hours for a reward. Fail, and you'll face a fate worse than death. Your rank depends solely on your kill count. The more blood you spill, the higher you rise. The beasts are numerous but individually weak, a perfect opportunity for a total bloodbath. Though the spoils of war will be thinner, 𝒂𝒐𝒔𝒆𝒕 grinned, this was a golden opportunity. With my authority, I'll sweep this whole field. But the angel wasn't finished with her games. I forgot about our dear representative, the man with the power to command you all. But what happens if your leader falls? A sinister silence gripped the entire crowd. If monsters kill him, the seat remains empty. However, if a player delivers the final blow, the assassin inherits his title and all 10 uses. The authority will belong to the killer. The countdown begins, 10 minutes until the carnage. Try to play nice, if you can. Though I doubt you'll cooperate. She vanished. 𝒂𝒐𝒔𝒆𝒕 stood frozen, the world crashing down. That's suicide. It's unfair. He turned to find a sea of hungry eyes. I'll kill the first bastard who moves. Big words for a guy with no backup. 10 uses won't save you from all of us. That authority, it's better off in my hands. Suddenly, the atmosphere shifted. The air grew heavy. A dark silhouette emerged from the shadows. Black Scythe, they whispered. Don't tremble, I'm just here for a chat. Enough threats, the regressor interrupts coldly. I have a proposal, you're cornered, aren't you? I'll be your shield. I'll crush any player who dares touch you, the crowd gasps. The Black Scythe, protecting that loser. Protecting life is a documentary. Does that mean we'll have to face that monster? Forget it, this is suicide. The target hesitates. Seeing their fear, he realizes this offer is his only ticket to surviving this hell. But every deal has a catch. What's the price for your protection? Simple, absolute obedience to my every whim. That's the only condition. The target seethes. He's not asking for a partner, he's demanding a loyal dog. You want me as a slave, why me? Classified. Then what kind of orders, tell me, the loser demands. I can't tell you that either, just obey. Follow him blindly. To this guy, my life is just a tool. Does he really think I'm that desperate? But if I say no, will that dark blade claim my head next? Well, everyone is waiting. I refuse your offer. The regressor expected this. Pride is a stubborn thing. Some fools never learn. The crowd is stunned. He chose a death sentence over the protection of the strongest player. He'd rather die with his dignity than live as a shadow. It seems his ego is larger than his survival instinct. He thinks I'm bluffing. The regressor smirks. Everything is unfolding exactly as it did in my previous failed life. Time to set the boundaries. Fine, that's your choice, but don't expect a second chance when the blood starts flowing. From this moment, your life is your own problem. Survive or rot in the dirt, it's no concern of mine. The vultures begin to circle. Did you hear that? The scythe won't interfere. That means the representative is fair game. Let's gut him. The target trembles as the bloodthirsty mob closes in. Maybe that deal wasn't so bad after all. Suddenly, the system roars. The first wave begins now. defend the holy relic against the incoming tide of monsters. The second wave triggers in 30 minutes, regardless of progress. The players panic, scrambling to find their defensive positions. Protect the relic. The countdown begins, 2 hours and 59 minutes of pure hell. The loser curses his fate. Damn it, I can't trust these vultures. This is a solo struggle now. I just need to survive my own path. He scans the chaos. Where is that monster going? He spots the regressor walking calmly toward the main entrance alone. Is he suicidal? The system chimes. Wave 1, 9,800 weakened goblins versus 4,900 players. Enemy strength reduced to 1/3 for this round. Good luck, warriors. The battlefield erupts into a symphony of steel. I'll wait and see. But his eyes stay glued to the scythe. Is he seriously planning to solo the entire entrance? The choke point is narrow, but 10 goblins can still flood through at once. One man cannot hold that line. Does he think he's a god? He watches the regressor stand firm, a lone shadow waiting for the green tide. Arrogant bastard. He thinks a few extra levels make him invincible. He'll kill a few, then tuck tail and run. The horde charges. The regressor swings his dark blade in a lethal arc, bisecting 3 goblins in a single flash. They're torn to shreds. Time slows as the loser watches the goblins pounce, but the regressor is already moving. He leaps, a whirlwind of death cutting through monsters midair. Wait, is the gap between us really this massive? Even at level 16, I'd be a fly compared to him. I can't rot here. I need to evolve now. Total carnage. Players clash with the green horde everywhere. Hold the line. The west gate is collapsing. Move, move. Stop them. The loser realizes this is his chance. He needs to dive into the fray and harvest experience points. Come here, you little bags of experience, he snarls, hacking through goblins. 1 down, 2 down, the hunt is on. Thanks to his detection skill, their movements are child's play. But suddenly, an arrow grazes his cheek. From where? No goblin carries a bow here. Which bastard fired that? If I find that coward, I'll carve his heart out. Found you. He lunges with his spear, burying the tip deep into a player's chest. No mercy for traitors. Die! He spots another archer trembling nearby. That's the one. He raises his spear, eyes burning with murderous intent. Crack, the spear finds its mark in the archer's skull. Damn it! The humans are more dangerous than the monsters here. If I weren't the representative, I'd have vanished by now. Maybe I should have swallowed my pride and accepted. No, a man's pride is everything. I won't be that bastard's puppet. There has to be another way to survive. I need a shield, someone strong enough to keep the vultures away. Wait, that guy, he's rank 3 here. Black Dragon Flame, isn't it? You're my new shield. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Protect me from now on. Meanwhile, the regressor, fueled by his skeletal pendant, feels his lethal power surging. Speed up 25%. Another goblin falls. 500 kills down. Experience buffs are finally stacking. Assassin rune doubles my stats. Gold flows in. 1.66 bonus. Let's check the loot. 2,000 gold earned. At this rate, 20,000 by the next wave is easy money. I need more. 2 general abilities and that inner thoughts rune must be mine ahead of schedule. A lone goblin appears. My blade carves a path through its chest. The cowards are finally retreating. Running away. Not a chance. I charge forward, my scythe dancing through flesh until they're all erased. Near the relic, the survivors tremble. What's that sound? The goblins are vanishing into thin air. Wave 1 complete. Over 900 souls eliminated. The survivors receive 500 gold for their lives. We survived, but the cost was nearly 1,000 dead. Even weakened, these monsters are no joke. But where is he? 𝒁𝒐𝒄𝒌𝒔 is still alive. That bastard won't survive the next round. 𝒁𝒐𝒄𝒌𝒔 snarls. They're not aiming for goblins. Those jerks are trying to finish me off first. An axe bites into his shoulder. No matter. These fools are his perfect shields for the chaos. Obedient meat shields. As long as they follow commands, I might actually walk out of this alive. Boss, you okay? He laughs. Protecting me without a command. I'm losing blood fast, damn it. Can I reach the final stage? I'll survive this hell and prove I'm the strongest king here. Wave 2 begins. Thousands of players versus double the goblins. The weakened status is their only hope. With a single sweep of my scythe, 5 goblins are severed. I leap, slicing 3 more midair. Level 20 reached. Rank promotion, apprentice to regular. The legendary combination function is now unlocked. Finally, level 20. Now I can forge unique items that the regular shop could never dream of. Rank increase reward. Death Seal has been strengthened. The hunt is about to get much more lethal. Bonus damage jumps to 120%. Plus, the Reaper's exclusive skill, Night of Death. Harnessing the void, I summon an artificial night. 500 meters of absolute, crushing darkness surrounds me. Level 40 is the next goal. 120% damage. This is the power of death. Night of Death synergizes perfectly with my Reaper rune. Attack speed boosts by 50% in darkness. A swarm of armed goblins closes in. Perfect. Time to test my new power on these vermin. Night of Death activates. The world plunges into shadow. The goblins flail, blinded by the sudden void. I move like a ghost, slashing through the confusion. They fall helplessly, one after another, into silence. Absolute carnage. Wave 2 is over. 3,000 remain as the gold rewards are distributed once more. Already finished. Time to shop while I rest. The first priority, detect presence. I need total awareness. 30 meters of absolute detection. Nothing but goblin corpses here. Should I hoard more gold for later? Wave 3, hobgoblins versus players. A quick slice here, a fatal stab there. Another wave easily cleared. Wave 4 begins. Gnolls and hobgoblins swarm the field. The gangster fights desperately while being surrounded. Life is a documentary of survival. Wave 4 survived. Just 1 more hour until this nightmare ends. If I can endure 60 minutes, I'm safe. I've spent all my authority commands on these shields. Wave 5, 10,000 weakened gnolls appear. 10,000. This isn't a crisis, it's a golden opportunity. Good luck to everyone. I'll set a new record today. Strength is the only thing that matters. I'll hunt them all down. Those bastards who tried to kill me will pay for their insolence. He watches his meat shields take lethal blows. The zone representative is right there. Eliminate him now. Protect me, you bastards. He grabs 2 players, using their living bodies to block the incoming blades. A stab to the chest, a knife to the face. They drop dead. Damn it, I'm cornered. No more hunting. I need to run, he spots the protagonist. Black Scythe, save me, please. Just 1 more wave. He sprints toward the Reaper. Black Scythe, I accept your offer, anything. I'll do whatever you say, just protect me. Didn't I say I'd accept your terms? Answer me. I refuse. I told you before your life means nothing to me now. Why would I care? I'll submit. Why reject me? Because I have no use for a subordinate without authority commands left. Pitiful. If I knew my end was this pathetic, I would have crawled to him sooner. He actually rejected Black Scythe. What a fool. Now that trash is finally out of my way. His life was a joke anyway. Now that he's ruined, crushing him will be child's play. The gangster prodigy smirked. Sunbin, looks like you're struggling. Don't worry, I've got your back, brother. Young man, I knew I could trust you. He smiled, unaware a brutal betrayal was coming his way. A heavy fist shattered his hope. Relax, Sunbin, this death won't hurt. Much. The beating was relentless. Betrayed by his own dog. To think 𝒏𝒏𝒔𝒆 would fall to such a low-life snake. It's over. The weakling representative has been eliminated. Authority transfers to the killer. Han young man rises. I am the king now, he roared. Power coursed through him as he claimed the representative's throne. With these 10 commands, I can crush anyone I hate. It's time for some real fun. Don't blame me for your weakness. This is what happens to cowards who run away like dogs. Did you see that? I took him out like garbage, he boasted, but the crowd felt only horror. His hands were dripping with blood. He'd beaten a man to death. This psycho is pure evil. The atmosphere turned cold. Wasn't this bastard just acting like a loyal subordinate a minute ago? A calculated betrayal from the start. This guy is a true monster. Is he really our leader? We have to kill him, the crowd hissed. Young man's ego vanished as he looked for a savior. Black Scythe, look, I'm the new representative. I have the 10 commands. I have value now. Everything 𝒌𝒂𝒔 offered, I'll double it. Just protect me. Please, I'll be your most loyal dog. I don't like your face, I replied coldly. If you want my help, crawl like a worm. What? But I have the commands, he stammered. He didn't realize who truly held the power here. You're mistaken, I stepped closer. You're the one begging for your life, not the other way around. He froze, trembling as I turned to walk away. The fear of death finally eclipsed his pride. I'll do it. I'll do anything. Please use me as your subordinate. He fell to his knees. I've seen this pathetic groveling 1,000 times, but unlike the last guy, he's still useful. Fine, I accept your leash. He sobbed with relief, thanking me like I was a god. Disgusting. The crowd gasped. Why would Black Scythe protect a snake-like young man? This is madness. Are we supposed to fight him? They whispered, remembering the sea of monsters he slaughtered alone. Nobody dared move. I gave them an ultimatum: return to the hunt or die by my hand. Choose wisely. Surrender your greed and survive, or stay here and be erased from this world. My blade sang a song of death. Anyone who raises a weapon today is no longer human. Weapons clattered to the floor. They weren't fools. Standing against me meant certain, agonizing extinction. Young man smirked. Being on the side of a monster felt much better than being his prey. The wave was ending, but finishing it normally was boring. Young man, it's time to pay your debt. Anything, master, just name it, he barked, eager to prove his worth as my new tool. Use your 10 commands to destroy the relic. His jaw dropped. The relic, that's divine suicide. He remembered the angel's warning. Failure to protect the relic meant a punishment worse than death. But if I do that, I'll lose my powers. I stared him down. Did I ask for your opinion? Obey or be eliminated now. Choose your fate. My voice was as cold as the abyss itself. Fine, I'll do it, he trembled, selecting 10 of his own friends to carry out the sacrilege. Spring, summer, winter, all of you attack the relic now. He sacrificed his own to survive. Wait, those are our friends. The crowd screamed in confusion as the forced command took hold. The authority was absolute. Like puppets on strings, the 10 began their assault on the sacred. Alert, the relic is under attack. The system screamed as the madmen began their destructive work. Stop them, we'll all be penalized. But it was too late. The destruction had already begun. Crack, the relic shattered into dust. Mission failed. The true nightmare was only just beginning. The executioner of heavens descends. A divine punisher arrives to judge those who dare to stand against destiny. There is no escape. The round continues until this celestial nightmare is finally purged from this world. Hidden mission: survive the divine agent for 30 minutes. The reward: a staggering 3,000 gold pieces. 3,000 gold. That is far more than we earned for simply guarding the sacred relic before. This is pure profit, a bounty greater than the 5th wave's entire loot pool combined. The trap is sprung. The system has identified every player who dared to strike the holy relic. Divine retribution, a permanent 50% stat reduction. The crowd falls into a pit of pure despair. We were just following orders, they scream. But betrayal in this game always carries a heavy price. Even the zone representative is not safe. Their failure leads to a soul-crushing, permanent penalty. Our protagonist watches. In this cruel reality, losing half your stats is a definitive death sentence. It is time to prepare. He visits the shop to acquire essential high-tier assassin equipment. Even basic boots offer a critical edge. Now, it is time for the secret item combination process. Synthesis successful. His skeletal necklace now pulses with a newfound, hidden power across all attributes. He fuses energy stones into every available slot. Defense and agility begin to skyrocket instantly. Success. His armor now hums with a permanent reduction to all incoming physical and magical damage. These low-rank stones are mere pebbles, but every single point of strength is vital for survival. The atmosphere turns cold. The 30-minute survival clock begins its deadly, heart-pounding countdown. "Just keep running," they cry, but they have no idea of the celestial horror approaching them. Having regressed, he knows the truth. In the past, only 500 out of thousands survived this. This beast usually requires a high-level raid team, but he intends to claim the legendary solo kill. His secret title, First Assassin of Angels. Against divine types, his power doubles in an instant. A colossal celestial entity descends from the clouds, its massive wings blotting out the very sun. The fools think dodging will be easy. They have no idea what horror is about to unfold. The angel strikes its staff. A shimmering barrier traps every player in a cage of pure light. The restriction field is active. No one can leave until the celestial caster allows it. Inside the dome, their power is halved. Panic and desperate screams fill the holy, golden prison. 300 souls are trapped. Our hero knows there is no saving the weak in this world. The angel raises its staff again. The real massacre is finally about to begin in earnest. A rain of swords descends from the heavens, piercing flesh and bone with divine, holy precision. It is a bloodbath. In this confined space, there is nowhere left for the players to hide. But while the beast is distracted by the slaughter, its back is left completely wide open. The barrier flickers. Like a silent shadow, he prepares his perfect and lethal ambush from behind. He doesn't need ears to hear death coming. He just needs one perfect opening to strike. The death seal is ready. He lunges forward to deliver a devastating, soul-shattering first strike. The angel turns, but it's too late. Steel plunges deep into its arrogant, celestial eye. He retreats instantly. The seal detonates, tearing away 40% of the monster's total health. The beast howls in fury. It will surely use the restriction field to locate its attacker. It casts the spell, but he is already outside the range. The field vanishes completely uselessly. One eye is gone. Now it is time to take the other one away forever. Another lightning strike. The angel writhes in agony as total darkness takes hold of its sight. It tries to debuff him again, but what use is holy power against a vengeful ghost? Without vision, this holy warrior is nothing more than a divine, oversized punching bag. It fires arrows in every direction, desperate to hit the shadow haunting its every move. But the Death Knight's aura now suffocates the battlefield. The hunt is reaching its bloody conclusion. Blinded and broken, its holy light fails. This is the ultimate power of a true regressor. The system's end is here. I tear his wing clean off. This sensation is addictive. He dodges effortlessly, severing the second wing midair. Wings are meant to be broken. Only 10% health left. I won't stop until he's dust. The final act begins. Conditions met. The divine agent activates his final radiant glow, the ultimate desperation move. He's invincible now. A phase I memorized long ago. 10% health triggers this tantrum. Power erupts in every direction. Scream for me. Let's watch you suffer one last time. The countdown begins. 50 seconds. 30, 10. The golden shield finally shatters into nothingness. I'm already behind him. Execution, one clean decapitation, level up 3 times. 8,200 gold secured. The world announcement rings out. The first God Slayer. Title acquired. Opposition to divine punishment. 80% damage reduction against gods. My rebellion begins. Fighting gods is my new reality. Condensed ether received. A reward fit for a king. The radiant rune burns into my flesh, automatically engraved. This power is now mine. The entire strategy relied on this ether, the essential core for a god-rank weapon. Beyond that, the rune of radiance. Every level adds 1 intelligence point, a secret reward. Divine skills are now 30% more effective. At level 30, my wisdom is unmatched. No more wasting points on intelligence. Efficiency is the only path to absolute power. Side quest complete for the survivors. 3,000 gold each. A small price for life. They're sobbing. We're alive. 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 is a monster. They can't believe their eyes. He killed a divine agent alone. Unbelievable. You're the first human to ever do this. The angel is genuinely intrigued. How did you plan this? She wants an interview. What a pointless question. I killed it because I wanted to. Rewards are the truth. Kill or be killed. If I didn't act, you'd all be massacred. Survival is calculation. The group is stunned. He saved us. Maybe he isn't just an arrogant prick. He's a decent guy after all. The angel mocks us. You did this for love. Humans are so strange. Killing 1 minute, protecting the next. Logic angels cannot grasp. You wouldn't understand, narcissistic bird. Whatever. We survived the massacre, but it's not over. Don't relax yet. Your fate depends on the final outcome. Let's check the rankings. 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚, 3,600 kills. The gap is astronomical. Total global domination. Celestial Demon follows far behind. These are the top kings of every zone. In our zone, I'm first. Sang Shield takes second. CRN follows in third place. That bodyguard actually made the cut. I didn't even notice her in the chaos. 3,600 kills versus 600. Level 30. He is insanely strong. I have the experience bonus. The reward for being the absolute best in every zone. Rank 1 across all zones. Mission cleared with a perfect score. Rewards are coming. A coupon for an intermediate ring. Being first has its distinct privileges. Choose wisely. Wind, magic, or resistance. Most would choose power, but I know the hidden truth. The resistance ring is my pick. Plus 4 luck and 35% debuff immunity. Strength is useless if you're paralyzed. Resistance is the ultimate shield for a lone wolf. Control effects are a death sentence. I'm building my foundation from the ground up. Special rewards are next. Stats, gold, or information. The choice is obvious for me. No more experience buffs. Round 4 changes the game. Monsters are no longer the target. I'll take the gold. The angel's smile turns cold. Are you all happy now? Look at the system messages. Rank 1225 is the deadline. The weak are trembling. There must be an error. I killed so many. The losers start to panic. Why are the bugs talking? You failed the rank. Snap. They vanish into nothing. The curtain falls on the third trial. Su-Yurin gasps awake, clutching her sheets. Against all odds, she cheated death once more. Fortune smiles upon her as she awakens the hidden summoner class. Look at these ethereal guardians, these majestic fairies. These sprites became her ultimate shield, drawing every lethal blow. Thanks to their divine protection, she cleared the round unscathed. Miraculously, she secured third place. This glittering energy stone is her spoils of war. Will the legendary 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 accept this? The main character's obsession with power is well known. If there is one treasure he craves more than beauty, it is this stone. Elsewhere, Yaman's roar of fury shatters the silence. The 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚's curse has landed, slicing his attributes in half forever. Reduced to a shell of his former self, had he known the cost of betrayal, he never would have stepped forward. His world crumbles as his phone vibrates violently. A call from Kim Sonan. This conversation will be his funeral. Listen here, you pathetic worm. Do you realize the absolute catastrophe you sparked? I did nothing wrong, damn it. Drop the act. You sold us out for a taste of power. Every comrade is suffering because of your spineless greed. You dare call yourself a leader? I was desperate. The �𝒂𝒍𝒚 would have erased me if I stayed quiet. Then you should have died with honor. Death is a mercy compared to the title of a backstabbing coward. Don't preach to me. I lost everything too. My stats are butchered. Do you think this agony is fair to me? You sacrificed your friends to save your skin. None of this tragedy would exist if your soul wasn't so rotten. You are a traitor, nothing more. Consider us dead to each other. In this world or the next, stay away. Cross my path and I will tear you apart. The line goes dead, leaving Yaman drowning in his own pathetic self-pity. I am the victim here. They don't understand my pain. He frantically dials his remaining allies, hoping for a savior. Silence. Only the cold tone of blocked numbers greets him. Fine, I will claw my way back to the top alone. Kill me, let him try. He thinks he can bully me just because I have fallen. I will show them all true despair. Challenge me and see what happens. The following morning, the main character arrives at the prestigious Imperial Hotel for a report. Welcome back, Department Chief. Another miracle survival. I suppose Lady Luck was on my side once again, sir. The third trial was a hellscape. Are you physically holding up? The monsters were weakened, so I managed fine. Level 11 reached. My path is the night. However, 𝒐𝒏 has awakened a far rarer destiny as a summoner. A summoner? That class is a mythic rarity. Even I was stunned when she manifested those ancient fairy spirits. Their shields provided an impenetrable defense. We carved through the horde with ease thanks to her divine support. Excellent. Perhaps you should deepen your bond with our star actress. A romantic entanglement could be quite beneficial. Dating her, sir? What are you implying? It is the most efficient way to discover her hidden weaknesses, of course. I am not suggesting marriage, just a tactical seduction. Wait, are you actually serious about this, ma'am? Relax, I am merely teasing. Your face is priceless. But honestly, 𝒐𝒏 seems like she wants nothing to do with me. I am just a pathetic loser in her eyes. A talentless, shy virgin who can't even stand up straight. Ridiculous. Don't be so hard on yourself. She still keeps her distance, calling me Mr. Bodyguard. It is a professional wall. Understood. Now, what is this urgent intel you mentioned? First, please accept my deepest apologies for the failure. I could not bridge the gap with 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚. I know you had your reasons. Tell me everything that transpired. The main character recounts the harrowing clash with the agent of punishment, a target far beyond any human comprehension. And the 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 erased him. Yes, he dominated the battlefield with godlike skill as if he predicted every move. He is an anomaly who requires no allies. His true power scales far beyond any system we have ever encountered. I felt like a child playing with toys compared to His Majesty. My Black Knight rune feels insignificant now. 𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚, I crave an audience with that monster. Your failure is excused. The gap in power was absolute. Thank you, sir. Now, what about our hunt for the bandits? The primary target is a man named Wang Yaman. Assuming that is his real identity, there are countless Yamans in Korea, but if we narrow it down to Seoul, how many 20-somethings are we looking for? My detectives say pinpointing their dens will take at least a month. A whole month. Round 4 will have started by then. Don't worry, we can afford to play the long game. We will wait for the perfect strike. How much gold have you hoarded during your bloody climb so far? 10,000 gold. You are halfway there. Once you hit 20,000, purchase the high-tier tracking skill immediately. Understood, sir. One more thing. A mysterious shareholder has been aggressively buying up your company's stock since last month. The Celestial Demon Consultancy. You mean the firm I've targeted for total takeover? A single investor snatched 31%. That's impossible. Who is this mystery player? Our firm is worth 900 billion. That's a massive 280 billion buy-in. Where does one man get that kind of capital? Is it a sibling's hidden move? With 31%, they aren't just investing. They're coming for my throne and management. Get me their contact details now. Meanwhile, our hero prepares for his grand entrance. The phone will ring soon. I must exude the aura of a true powerhouse. His brother suddenly barges in, demanding to know my current level in this game. Why the sudden curiosity? Is some brat at school bragging about his brother again? A level 11 brother. Don't worry, I've already reached heights he can't imagine. I'll tell him I'm level 12. The full truth would only complicate my plans. A secret class, my brother is stunned. Right on time, the fateful call arrives. Hello, you're speaking with the CEO of Celestial Demon Consultancy, Manhwa himself. I'll play the fool. The more he underestimates me, the easier he'll be to control. You invested a literal kingdom's worth of gold into us last month. What's your goal? You're the majority owner now. Let's discuss our future over a formal lunch meeting. Friday? No, that's the day I claim the rune of inner thoughts. Saturday works. He's desperate for his father's praise, so he'll agree to whatever terms I set. To win this game, I need every advantage before the real apocalypse finally begins. Runes are hidden everywhere, in dungeons, boss drops, or even within our own reality. I'm hunting 𝒌𝒐𝒄𝒌𝒔, the predator who destroyed my family in my past life. I can still hear his chilling voice. He tortured us for secrets I hadn't found. He demanded the impossible, laughing as he tore my world apart piece by piece. You went back in time, didn't you? He knew my deepest secret instantly back then. The rune of inner thoughts, the very power he used to violate my soul's memories. After 11 regressions of pure agony, my rage has cooled into a lethal blade. There he is, dragging his next victim into the shadows of this dying world. He mocks her desperate pleas. To a psychopath like him, suffering is just entertainment. Tell me something new, he sneers. Your begging is starting to grate on my ears. Since that nightmare, I've lived only for revenge. Today, his reign of terror ends. I'm only here for the rune. His life is just a bonus for my vengeance. He throws her down like trash, a sadistic grin spreading across his vile face. I'll let you live if you don't scream, he whispers with absolute, cold malice. Her apologies only fuel his boredom. He craves a more entertaining kind of reaction. He's haunted by a petty grudge, turning a simple look into a cruel death sentence. He felt like trash that day, so today, an innocent person has to pay. He hunts for a distraction, his eyes scanning for another body to break tonight. He stalks his prey into the darkness, a muffled cry, then a sudden, chilling silence. He emerges with a limp body, addicted to the thrill of his own monstrous cruelty. His rune of luminescence makes him a god, blinding all who dare to resist him. He saunters into a cafe, masking his inner demon behind a casual coffee order. 1 iced Americano. He treats a murder like a simple, everyday errand. You're new here, he remarks, his eyes already sizing up his next potential target. The world is changing. People are disappearing, and the weak are fleeing in terror. I'm 32, she replies, unaware she's talking to a reaper in human skin. So you are not a player, thankfully. Hey, gorgeous, give me your number, I like you. What is that expression? Do you hate my face that much? Does my appearance disgust you? Just because of a few scars? How pathetic. I am not drinking this trash. Give my money back. Move, you filthy woman. He snatches the cash, judging me just because I am not handsome. You will pay for that arrogant look. He strikes her head. Time to learn your place, girl. We are back. I am sorry, but you cannot judge others by their looks, right? I know. I do not think an apology is enough. You lack sincerity. He slams her to the ground. You are just pretending to escape this. Please, let me go. But you wanted to apologize, right? If you are so sorry, pay me with your body. She trembles. No, stay perfectly still now. Wait, I thought we were alone. Is he a detective? Who is this guy? Stop your swearing. You will be screaming soon anyway. Who is this lunatic? A giant scythe and a white mask. You think this is the place for toys and cosplay. You still do not understand the situation. Does this look like a toy to you? Let's go. Smoke rises. Is that real, a player? Our protagonist looks at the girl. Run now, miss. This is your only chance to survive. The protagonist charges, landing heavy blows. He falls. Wow, even I felt that devastating strike. The protagonist sneers. I told you that you would be cursing. Now leave this trash to me. Thank you, she flees. All right, now it is just us. Ready to start the game, bastard. I will kill you. Is that your attitude? It is no fun if you give up now. How dare you smile like that? He dodges effortlessly. How is he evading every single attack? I cannot believe you are still using a goblin dagger. He spins the scythe with precision. It is factory sharp. A limb is sliced off. Does it hurt? I have barely even started. The guy stares in shock. The protagonist vanishes, then slashes again. Look at you, all terrified. At this rate, he will kill me. I need to blind him to escape. Power activate now. I will take you down, but he gasps, clutching his stomach. Why is my power failing? Shine all you want. Inside the night of death, no light is permitted. I knew your move. I activated my skill beforehand. Even without it, I would have already slashed your heels. He strikes his legs. This scythe is ridiculously sharp. It cuts like a hot knife through butter. The man looks like a block character. His fingers are gone. You are a literal demon. Why? The protagonist delivers another slash. Why? We eliminate pests because they only cause chaotic destruction. You psycho, let us see how long that attitude lasts. Blood is everywhere. Who is this guy? Why all this rage? This is unfair. It hurts too much. Maybe I should just end it. He tries biting his tongue. The protagonist stops him. Hold on, trying to escape so easily. I will not let you die until you are on your knees, begging for the end. This guy is a psychopath. He wants me to beg for death. Please stop the pain. Just kill me. What did you say? Kill me, please. Are you sure about that, man? You must wonder why I am doing this. We are strangers, yet I know you very well. He knows my name. Wait, do you know that woman? No, she means nothing to me. Then how? You kidnapped my brother and threatened me for information. You said you would kill him. But I did not. Of course not. That incident happens in the future, not yet anyway. For me, it is the past. Without me, you would have received the rune of inner thoughts. A hidden rune exists here. Do you know the condition? One must hear a true voice. A voice from the heart, genuine and sincere. If I had not appeared, you would have abused her. She would have begged, providing that true voice. You would have gained power for more crimes. I have seen it in several regressions. Besides, you have already committed 12 despicable crimes. You are a person who deserves to die. If so, kill me, please. No, not yet. Why would I touch you? I'm simply savoring the view while you rot. He begs for death, yet refuses to accept the rune's heavy price. Silence. My soul speaks while your heart only whimpers in pathetic fear. I'm testing the rune of inner thoughts. It belongs to me now. Your sincere plea for death finally triggered its hidden activation requirements today. True desperation fulfills the conditions to awaken this forbidden, legendary psychic rune. The rune binds to my soul, allowing me to read their secrets. Within 30 meters, I can hear every filthy, hidden thought quite clearly. He wants a quick death. No, suffering is his only remaining debt. The demon disconnects. Justice is finally served in cold, silent, ruthless blood. No witnesses remain. It is time to erase my entire bloody presence. Skill activated. Erase traces. Every drop of blood vanishes into absolute nothingness. Morning breaks as I don the suit of a true, wealthy conqueror. This isn't a date. Today I hunt much bigger and deadlier prey. Just a business meeting, a deal that will reshape our broken world. My brother worries, sensing the coming storm I'm about to unleash soon. 1 billion made already, but I crave absolute power, not just paper. Trust your brother. I have already seen the world's dark, inevitable end. Stay sharp. Other players are turning into mindless, predatory monsters right now. Chaos spreads like wildfire as players abuse their newfound, godlike supernatural powers. Humanity is struggling to contain the monsters born from this cruel system. Level up or be crushed. The era of forced evolution has begun. I'll become the Reaper before they can enslave the powerless, innocent, weak. Be careful out there. The shadows are no longer safe for anyone. My true job is a secret forged in blood and cold iron. Stay home and eat. Let the Reaper handle the coming dark tide. The Ocean Hotel. This is the demon's private, gold-lined home turf advantage. Only I know his secrets. Knowledge is my most lethal, hidden blade. I'll play the fool to trap this greedy, unsuspecting corporate king today. Acting clueless, I approach the desk with fake, trembling, rookie-level nerves. Meeting the president. The celestial demon consultancy awaits my grand, planned arrival. Underestimate me. That will be the final, fatal mistake you ever make. Mr. Ryu, the trap is set. Let the game finally begin now. Just a rice cake delivery boy. He is completely and utterly fooled. 280 billion invested. By this kid, it is totally impossible. He's suspicious of me, exactly as I had carefully planned in advance. A rich brat or a monster, He can't quite decide just yet. I'm just a humble manager. I am certainly not the president here. I know exactly who you are. I'm just playing your little game. 𝒐𝒔𝒄 leads me inside. The spider finally welcomes the unsuspecting fly. He calls the president immediately. The secret, cautious report is being made. He's too young. Someone powerful must be backing this mysterious, wealthy kid. I hear every thought. Their entire scheme is now laid completely bare. He wasn't late by accident. He was testing my fragile, fake patience. President Ma arrives at last. The real war begins right this second. Pleasure, I'm 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚. He commands the room, making the department head take a side seat. The protagonist senses a trap, including an outsider like saying without his consent. A scheme is brewing. Gyan Rock tries to soften the tension with a lavish feast. I hope this suits your taste. Our hero plays the fool. Everything looks so fancy. The ultimate poker face against the enemy's greed. Rock's guard drops instantly. He sees a naive kid easily impressed by luxury and fake smiles. A brat earned billions alone. Rock suspects a shadow organization or a hidden family backing him. He searches for the mastermind, a brother, an uncle. He must unmask the puppet pulling the strings. Rock probes for a weakness. I never expected such a young shareholder. How old are you? 20, 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 replies coldly. Rock, only 29, tries to play the friendly senior card. Time to cut the act. How did a student amass such a fortune? Rock's greed finally surfaces. 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 hides a smirk. I was just an ordinary student, he claims, baiting the hook perfectly. Until recently, Rock presses. Didn't you hear about the millionaire who won the lottery 4 times? The legendary miracle. 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 drops the bomb. That's me. Every single winning ticket was mine. Shockwaves hit the room. The mythical Ryu from the headlines is standing right before their eyes. Rock's math fails. 60 billion in lottery winnings versus 280 billion in total assets. Bitcoin, 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 states flatly. A gamble that sounds like a cruel, impossible joke to Rock. Who risks 60 billion on a whim? Rock's courage fails him. He's shaken by the kid's audacity. You're just lucky, the assistant snarls. 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚's gaze turns icy. Luck had nothing to do with it. Was it a dream? They ask. 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 interrupts the cliché. No, it was far more real. He stares through them. To control Rock, he needs a story more compelling than his regression truth. I have the rune of future sight, he lies. The secret class deception begins right now. A prophet, one who gazes into years ahead. He's no longer a loser, but a god of fate. Silence falls. Rock is paralyzed by the weight of having a literal prophet standing before him. Rock trembles, desperate for a sign. Are you serious? Can you truly see the flow of destiny? I don't lie, 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 retorts. The lottery and Bitcoin were just calculated certainties of the future. He lays out the master plan. The 2 elite men are left breathless by his overwhelming power. Rock begs for proof. Show me the next few moments. Predict what happens in this room. 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 smirks. Having lived this timeline before, he knows every breath they will soon take. He reads Rock's panicked thoughts. Predicting the future is child's play for a veteran multi-regressor. But a god needs limits. To truly enslave their trust, he must fake a spiritual restriction. My gift is erratic, he lies. The rune activates only when the heavens decree a vision. Rock swallows it whole. Such absolute power must have a heavy cost, he reasons in fear. Rock's eyes gleam with pure greed. Is that why you invested 200 billion here, prophet? Yes, your heavenly demon consult is destined for world-shattering growth, 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒚 confirms with authority. How high? Rock asks, breath hitching. You'll dominate the entire KOSBI within 6 months, guaranteed. KOSBI, the pinnacle of Korea's market. The throne of the financial elite is finally within Rock's reach. A greedy smile erupts. If this prophecy is true, Rock will become the legend he's always desired. Finally, he'll outshine his father and secure the director's seat. He's already celebrating his victory. He checks his excitement, fearing he looks foolish. Is this information truly certain or a trap? The bait is swallowed. Ryu-min has hooked the starving shark with a single, calculated lie. Time for the real demand. Change the entire business model or face inevitable ruin, he orders. The assistant explodes. Impossible. That's corporate suicide. We can't just change our entire identity now. He's right, Ryu-min shrugs. We should probably change the company's name while we're at it. Rock's voice cracks in shock. Ryu-min remains unfazed, his gaze cold and heavy with dominance. You think I'm joking? He asks. Revealing my rune is a sacrifice you'll have to pay for. As your investor, I demand total growth. 280 billion says I'm serious. Success requires us to be a team. Do not let my investment go to waste. 𝒐𝒔𝒊 breaks into a cold sweat, unable to fathom our hero's terrifyingly calm presence. I moved to that penthouse for a reason. Every step I take is calculated. The atmosphere turns heavy as Jeonrok senses a hidden, master-level scheme in play. I chose my home beneath Sarin because my rune of future vision demanded it. Jeonrok is left speechless. His entire reality is being rewritten by this mysterious man. I thought he was a nobody, but he's been playing three-dimensional chess all along. He analyzes the timeline. The Bitcoin surge and the location choice weren't coincidences. Is he truly a prophet, or does he hold the strings to my soul? Seeing their hesitation, the protagonist prepares to drop a bombshell that will shatter them. You're the Osen Group's eldest son, using this business to win your father's favor. He exposes the heavenly demon consultation, revealing secrets that should be impossible to know. 𝒐𝒔𝒊 explodes in a rage, but Jeonrok senses the protagonist's overwhelming, godlike authority. Knowledge is power, Mr. Ryu, but it doesn't buy my absolute loyalty just yet. You feel like a dangerous spy, sent to dismantle my empire from the inside. The boss scoffs, finding the idea of a future-seeing rune to be utter nonsense. A prophet would be a dream, but your claims defy every law of reality. Convince the other investors first. Their approval is the only way this deal moves. The negotiation hits a wall, but our regressor is just getting started with them. Sit down. The true horrors of our future haven't even been discussed yet. He offers a lethal piece of bait, classified details regarding the deadly fourth round. Jeonrok's eyes widen in shock. The fourth round is a secret no one should possess. I saw the tragedy through my rune. I alone can guide you through it. Later, a stunned 𝒐𝒔𝒊 apologizes, but Jeonrok is now completely obsessed with him. If he sees the future, why does he need us? He could rule alone. Suspicion lingers, but the allure of a divine partner is far too tempting. Jeonrok's greed ignites. The promise of total dominance is worth any potential risk. 280 billion is nothing compared to the power of knowing what's next. The boss silences his doubts, choosing to bet everything on this self-proclaimed prophet. With his foresight, we won't just play the game, we will become its masters. The company will ascend to legendary heights, and we will become the ultimate players. He gave us the intel. Now we wait to see if the world bleeds. Ryu-min smiles. Once the fourth round ends, his word will become their law. He strategically withheld the secret missions, ensuring his own status as the absolute peak. The prophecy is grim. The fourth round isn't about monsters, but a player massacre. Kill or be killed. Trust no one. This warning will soon haunt their nightmares. Once the blood flows, they will realize a prophet is their only salvation. Our hero checks his phone, ready to masterfully play the role of a god. To maintain control, he must stay 3 steps ahead of everyone in this timeline. His gaze turns toward Sarin. It's time to reunite with his beautiful, destined partner. A luxury car stops before her, driven by the man who owns the future. Hop in, partner. Ryu-min's smile is confident, leaving her completely breathless and confused. She steps into the beast of a machine as they roar into the night. First time in a car like this. For this regressor, the comeback is magnificent. Stunned, she gasps at the price. He shrugs off 900 million as pocket change. She can't believe his nonchalance. That fortune could build an empire of shops, But to him, it's a drop in the ocean compared to his jackpot. 60 billion won, a staggering gap between their worlds. Suddenly, she realizes the atmosphere. Could this actually be a date? The word lingers, but the atmosphere shifts as he prepares a heavy confession. Her heart is pounding wildly. Anxiety grips her, though he promises it's nothing strange. She's seconds away from bolting out of the car in embarrassment. Hiding her red face, she finally asks, "Fine, tell me, what's this secret confession?" The mask slips. That dream about the lottery numbers, a total fabrication. It was never a dream. Behold the rune of future sight. He sees what's yet to come, a true prophet standing before her. A unique class, she's breathless with wonder. Thank you for trusting me with something so incredible. Equal exchange. Since she bared her soul, he's returning the favor, but her secrets remain hidden. Until now. Deepening their bond, she prepares to reveal her own hidden power. The rune of protection awakens. Within 10 meters, every 10 people grant her a shield. Even 5 nearby allies provide layers of safety. 5 layers of defense, a formidable skill for any supporter. She can stack up to 10 impenetrable barriers. Relief washes over her as the secret is shared. But why reveal this now? Something feels urgent. Hiding the truth was a heavy burden. He knew she needed the truth to survive the coming storm. Without this context, his next warning would sound insane. Now he speaks of the dreaded 4th mission. Danger is coming. He warns her to watch every shadow. Trust no one among the nearby players. Her heart flutters. Did he choose her first? Is there finally a special place for her in his heart? Back home, the truth hits him like a lightning bolt. She actually has feelings for him. Unreal. Her kindness finally makes sense. A surprising development, but a perfect opportunity to cement a loyal ally. Her faith in his prophecies is now absolute. A cold, calculating move from our ruthless protagonist. Time is a luxury. April 31st arrives. Only minutes remain before he plunges back into the abyss. A new epic item acquired, the shadow gloves. Born from darkness, they are invisible to the naked eye. In the night, his blades turn translucent. He is becoming a ghost, a phantom predator in the dark. Combined with his Knight of Death skill, his lethality reaches god-tier levels. He is truly broken. His brother appears, tension thick in the air. Is everything ready? Can you actually survive this? Only fate knows, he replies. But as a prophet, the horrors of the 4th round are already clear. Seeing the future is one thing, surviving it is another. The weight of knowledge is heavy. Survival is the only command. Don't go looking for trouble, brother, just come back alive. The gateway opens. Welcome to the 4th round, the infamous round of death. A familiar face grovels in misery. A pathetic sight. Attributes slashed by 50% permanently. A loser who bet against the wrong man. Stripped of his command authority, he's powerless. Fear consumes him as he scans the shadows for betrayals. Every friend is now a potential assassin. He trembles, wondering what nightmare awaits in this desolate void. An empty arena for lab rats to slaughter one another. Then, his eyes lock onto our protagonist. That bastard. Jealousy and suspicion flare. He knows our hero manipulated everyone to crush the relic. The prosecutor of retribution was erased without mercy. The protagonist's cold efficiency is terrifying. He hungers for revenge, but he's too weak. To survive, he must now crawl before his enemy. Time to dance with the devil. He forces a desperate smile. Greetings, Black Reaper, long time no see. Our deal still stands, right? He begs. I'll serve you if you promise to protect me. Cold rejection. I have no use for a subordinate like you. The rejection hits him like a blade. Without command authority, a representative is just trash, a useless relic of a previous round. The elites have moved on. You're nothing but a walking target in this arena of death. A target, panic surges. He frantically checks his surroundings, but the protagonist just scoffs at his fear. Relax, everyone here is prey today. Besides, you're too insignificant for anyone to waste effort on. You really think I'm safe? By now, every survivor has realized the brutal truth of this world. Being a regional representative is a curse. The risk of being hunted is far too high. "It's not worth it," he mutters. "I need to dump this title before it kills me." Suwain arrives, looking like a top-tier waifu. Our hero masks his irritation with cold indifference. "Greetings, Mr. Black Reaper," Sang-hyuk pipes up. "Do you remember us, legendary sir? You saved us from that trash bully." They glare at the thug while offering deep thanks. "Who's a bully?" the man snaps. Our protagonist cuts them off, no more pleasantries needed. He severs the friendship instantly. "Our association president also sends his deepest gratitude," they add. "I don't care about your president." Suwain steps forward, trembling as she offers a gift. "Please, accept this token of my thanks." Within his mind, the Reaper senses something legendary. Words aren't enough for a lifesaver. Being the opportunist he is, he takes the loot. "Fine, I'll take it." No reason to refuse top-tier items. Her cheeks flush deep crimson. She hesitates, worried he'll hate her. Will he think this stone is just useless trash? She has no idea what she's holding. This crystal's true value is beyond her mortal comprehension. If she knew, she'd never let it go. But wait, the guy beside her is acting strange. Does he have an energy crystal too? Wait, that black and gold strength stone. The Reaper is stunned. That item is a myth, rarer than any magic crystal in existence. Obtaining one intentionally is impossible right now. Is this insane luck or a dark omen? Suwain approaches timidly. "Do you need a barrier?" The Reaper's gaze remains sharp and cold. She's awakened the summoner class. She offers him a fairy barrier, desperate to be useful. She's trying so hard to please him. "No, I don't need it." His rejection is brutal. She bows politely and retreats. "Farewell, stay safe." But as the guy leaves, he's stopped. "Wait, keep playing this game and you'll regret ever being born." "What do you mean?" "I told you, you're a walking target for every predator. I said few would hunt you, not zero. As a representative, you're the ultimate prize. High-level players are already hungry. Thousands are still desperate for a class in level 10. You're a prime target for the authority of command. Do you really think you'll survive? Then what do I do? I'll make sure you aren't an easy kill, for a price." "You're serious? It's not free. I want a stone just like the one I have." "If you have something similar, pay up." Like a fool, he hands it over immediately. He surrendered it just like that. "Anything else?" "No, that was everything I had." "You'll protect me now, right?" The Reaper smirks. "A deal is a deal, kid." The hunt has only just begun. Hit that notification bell to see what happens next. See you next time, right here on the channel.